Welcome back to
Welcome.
Fallout Broken Souls.
Welcome back. There it is.
There we go.
I am your DM Hatter, and these are my lovely players.
Hello.
Hello. I'd recap what happened last time, but you should really just go listen.
Honestly,
Things.
Clark got kidnapped. Is the TLDR
So,
of it by Raphael, no less.
we left off with our players. Oswin is attempting to get to the edge of the crowd to get to the chemical shed. Claire and Threnody are booking it, but stealthily to the chemical shed, and Pulse is flying in the clouds, trying to avoid the spotlights seeing her.
So who do we focus on first?
Whoever wants to go.
Well, who's gonna reach the shed first?
Probably Claire and Thren.
Okay.
Shall we?
You know what? I'm just gonna mute because,
Yeah,
you know.
you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Claire and Threnody reach the chemical shed. What do they see?
The chemical shed is closed. If you open the door, it is incredibly dark outside. You can hear some kind of machinery going. It's very quiet. Claire, you have low light vision, so you can tell that there's also someone laying down on the floor, and you can both hear what sounds like a small child crying.
Yeah, as soon as that came within earshot, she just kicked the door open. Like, not even trying to be subtle, just BAM!
Who's there?
Continued small child crying.
Claire, what can you see?
There's a guy on the floor, and hang on, I'm looking for the kid right now. You deal with the whoever that is.
Once it's been pointed out, can Threnody make her way to whoever's on the floor?
Yes. You find, because only having one arm is a pretty distinctive feature. You find Saren.
I check for a pulse.
She's in the sky. No, I'm kidding. You.
I check for a heartbeat.
Yes, you don't find one. What you also notice is that looks like he's curled up on his side.
Mm.
His one arm curled around protectively of the child making the noise.
Okay. Now Threnody has lived in Emerald Hills, so does she would know the kid's name, right?
Yes.
What is his name?
Did I give him a name last time?
No.
I didn't
No.
think I did.
Can he have one now?
Yeah, Cecil.
Okay. Oh no. Claire, over here. Cecil? Cecil, honey.
Oh,
It's
God.
Thren. Shit. Claire, it's Saren. He's...
Oh dear, oh. Straight over to the kid. And just hug. Just letting him cry it out on her shoulder.
Thren is going to just let Claire take care of Cecil and look around frantically looking around for any sign of Clark or where he could have gone.
Roll perception.
Also potentially looking for a light switch. Unnatural 20.
Doesn't seem to be one. Oh, unnatural 20. You do find some kind of machine in the back that is currently operating that clearly does not belong to you. You also find what appears to be a bullet hole in the wall, matching Clark's hidden pistol. You find a small splattering of blood, not over by 7, and a spent 10 mil casing.
Threnody stands up and is trying very hard not to hyperventilate. Claire.
Hmm?
I think Raphael
She just
took
looks
Clark.
up. Oh.
She starts pressing down on her earpiece again. Pulse, Oswin, can either of you hear me? Damn it to
Actually, it's louder now that you're in this room than it was before.
Wait, the static's louder in here.
She's just sort of like, she's still holding the key. She's just looking around, goes, hang on, try turning that off.
Thren goes towards whatever Claire's pointing at.
Punch. I don't really
Sorry.
care.
Either you're Zarging or I am Smarty. What was that?
Smarties are.
So it's probably on my end. I mean, it's been a bit slow. It's hogging all the bandwidth.
Ah, right.
So,
I'm assuming that Claire is pointing Thren to a signal jammer.
Yes.
Can Threnody just beat the tar out of it?
Roll strength.
Roll strength. Oh no. But Threnody is so weak. 62, that's under my strength.
It seems I do. Do we have a roll room?
Yes. Do you want me to link
Can I
it?
get a piece?
See if someone's going to get there first. Ha! Well played, Andrea.
Andrea beat you, but I did click on yours on
I would
accident.
have done it earlier, but I cleared my history the other day, so I don't have it bookmarked anymore.
Fair.
Okay. So yeah, you can just beat this thing with something, and it shuts down.
Pulse, Oswin.
You can hear each other now.
Pulse, Oswin, come in.
Thank fuck.
Oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Pulse, they took Clark.
Fuck.
Yeah, listen, from where you are, can you see anything? They're not in the shed anymore, and Sauron's dead.
Oswin says, Thren, what the hell is going on? Pulse, get out of the sky.
I'm trying. Can Paul see anything where Clark is?
You're gonna have to try and get out of the sky. You're gonna have to try and get out of the clouds to look around.
Pulse will wait till she is not seen inside a cloud.
I mean, they're actively looking for you right now. They saw you. They know you're there.
Mm-hmm. Then she'll drop.
So you're
and
gonna
look around.
So you're going to drop out from the clouds while they're still looking for you?
Oh, okay. No.
Oswin says,
Pulse
Thren,
will-
I'm sorry.
Pulse will reply. I can't. They're looking for me.
Okay, just focus on keeping yourself safe. We'll try and keep you informed. And like you said, go ahead, Bucky.
Yeah, Oswin says, Thren, I'm making my way there. I can get Rex to find a trail.
Good. We're at the chemical shed. I'm gonna come outside and look out for you.
Yeah, you really, you know, you need some air. Just, I'll be alright.
Keep looking after Cecil. Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ, I can't believe... Fucking hell, Sarah, you weren't supposed to die. She staggers out, back outside. Once she gets outside, she's going to look around and see if she can catch sight of Oswin.
Oswin, did Oswin roll stealth? I don't think Oswin did last session.
I don't think she was particularly trying to be stealthy. They were just.
She has a flamingo on her head.
Yeah.
Not the most
There's only so
stealthy.
far you can get.
Fair. Yeah. So, when Osmond tries
As
to,
Oswald is sneaking, we suddenly hear a
oh no, Osmond rolled a nat 1.
No.
suddenly we hear a
So as Osmond, as you're attempting to make your way to the edge of the crowd, someone bumps into you and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." This person wouldn't catch your eye at all, but it does take mention because this gentleman is wearing a trench coat and a hat.
Oh. Oh, hi, Alphonse.
He's also near the edge of the crowd. He clearly did not come from this group of people, but he kind of blends in with his outfit, strangely enough.
Weird. She grabs him and drags him along.
Oh, we would have described Alphonse to her.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, okay, cool. He's like, what's going on? Because he doesn't know who this is. He doesn't know who Osmond is.
Where am I going? What's happening?
Yeah, so you grab his like sleeve and drag him along.
I'd also like to point out that while Thren is outside, she is also speaking into her earpiece. Clark, can you hear me?
You get no response.
Damn it to hell. Claire, while you're in there, see if you can see if they dropped Clark's earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
You want to roll a perception check?
Yes.
Go ahead.
19.
Meanwhile, Oswin says, "You have a lot of explaining to do, and if anything has happened to my fiancé, I swear to God."
I just got rolled up. I don't even know what's going on.
Welcome to
Claire,
Oswin.
you rolled. Yeah, to Oswin. Claire, you rolled not a non-natural 19.
Non-net 19.
Yeah, you don't find any apiece.
Yeah, no, unless it's she's just sort of, as best she can while still holding the child, just trying to lift Saren with her foot, just to see if maybe he fell on it, and she's like, yeah, no, it's not in here.
Due to military expertise, I'm gonna say that you know that there was some kind of short fight in here. And it's most likely that Clark was over what the other blood splatter was, which isn't directly next to Saren. So if it was, the earpiece was to fall out at some point, it would probably be in that area, and you can't find it. And if you try moving Saren, Sissel will.
She wouldn't really like try to move him, more so just like try and lift him up slightly, just to see under him. Just sort of like, like how you try and sort of lift things up with your foot when you're trying to see under it, but not move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really see it.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's in here.
Threnody takes a deep breath and then presses the earpiece again. Raphael, you son of a bitch, if you can hear me, I am going to end you. You so much as touch a hair on his head, and I will wish you had never breathed your first breath. She's not particularly expecting an answer. She just needs to vent.
I really, really, really want him to say something.
Do it!
But hey, no, I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna
Do
wait.
it!
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. That's fine.
Smarty!
Clark is not here right now. Please leave a message after the scream. Oh, god damn it, Smarty. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, jeez.
Okay. Yeah, Threnity's going to pace up and down anxiously. This while she waits for Oswin.
Oswin, you can arrive with, as you drag Alphonse with you.
As soon as, oh yeah, sorry, you're typing. Throws him in front of Thren.
Just like shove.
He stumbles, and he rights himself quickly and goes, what's going on?
And she turns to Rex and asks him to find a trail.
Okay,
Here, Rex, he was in here. Christ. Oswin, I'm so sorry. We shouldn't have let him... Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sorry. Alphonse Clark has been taken. Alphonse Clark has been taken. Taken! Fucking hell! It's because it's
I will find
Alphonse.
you.
Clark has been
I
taken.
will find you.
Take on me.
Oswin is not responding. Yeah, she's focusing on finding the scent trail. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Roll survival, Oswin. Alphonse just looks pale, and he just doesn't have woods.
We're gonna go after him and... oh, shit. We've got Saren's kid, Cecil, to think about, and... Alphonse, I need you to tell me, Lisa, who works at the information desk, do you know where she stays? Do you know where she is right now?
I could find out.
Please. Discreetly. It's important no one know we're looking for her, but she has to be warned.
Okay. What exactly do I want her about?
Here. She rips a page out of her notebook and scribbles on it. Lisa, you and Sally are in danger from a blonde man named Raphael. Do not go outside at all if you can help it. Burn this after reading. Signed, Iris.
Okay,
Well
he
done.
takes it and heads off.
And she's just, like, rubbing at her head. She calls after him. If you can't find her, you tell me.
He like waves back at you like, yeah, I got it.
Oh, Oswin's using a reroll?
Oh, okay, hold on, what did you get? Oof, okay, no.
There we go.
Jesus.
Oh, that's good.
That one, no, I'm not taking that. That
20! Nice.
Okay, so Rex immediately walks in, starts sniffing around the blood splatter, goes over and sniffs around like Saren, starts sniffing around. He quickly picks up on the scent and goes off. Like he leaves the shed and heads off to the garage areas.
Claire, can you try and find somewhere safe for Cecil? Maybe one of the doctors, or Lost, or someone.
Oswin is
like-
following Rex.
She's just sort of like, if Cecil will let her, she'll just pick him up. How old is Cecil?
He's like 3 or 4, isn't he?
Yeah, he's yeah.
He's a baby.
He's not that big.
Yeah.
No.
He's far too young to understand what the hell is happening right now.
Yep, he just knows Dad isn't moving.
Oh God.
She's just gonna pick him up and just be like, yeah, no, that is my first priority.
Loud
Get
noise,
this kid
Dad
somewhere
fell.
safe.
Loud noise, Dad fell, stopped moving.
Poor Cecil.
Get this kid somewhere safe. I'll catch up with you guys or something later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after Oswin.
Alright.
And
Okay,
she's also going to keep Pulse apprised of what's happening through the earpiece.
Okay.
Yep. Pulse will attempt to sneak away.
Roll stealth.
She does. Did she have a stealth book with her?
I'm gonna say you can.
I feel like out of the 3 we had, you must have had at least one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think something came up last session about them.
I think you
But I
might have
don't know.
given 2 of them to other people, but I think you still have 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Clark has one. I don't know about the other 2.
Pulse will activate that and science her way out of sight.
Roll stealth.
Fuck yes. 20 plus, and Pulse's science right now is 17. Oh,
God.
that's cool. Did write that down, didn't I? And fuck, I should have written that down. But I can remember what it is.
Good God.
Jesus.
How do you
fucking
have
Christ.
plus 57?
Wasn't it plus 40 to stealth?
It was plus 20.
Oh, plus 20. Okay.
Okay, so it's
Then-
not a
It's still a
68, it's a
47.
48.
You rolled so high. I assumed you'd accidentally rolled a D100.
You cannot possibly fail.
Nat 1 is still a failure, but you didn't nat 1. It's the same thing of the only way those people could have spotted
Pulse
you. They
is
rolled a
taking
nat
no
20,
chances.
and they rolled a nat just for shits and giggles. I will also roll an opposing perception check.
Just
I'm sure there's some people that negate the stealth bonus, which is only a 20
Like
instead
people,
of the
people
40.
with special eyes.
They did not
I
roll
brag.
high enough.
I mean, duh.
Because even if they negated the stealth bonus, you still had 17 signs backing up your stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a 28 without stealth bonus, a 48 with.
Jesus Christ.
So you're able to dip out of the clouds. You can basically fly around without them seeing you. They're still definitely looking for you though. So what are you doing?
Looking for Clark.
Roll perception.
Oh, I actually have to keep a track of those.
Yup.
Yup. It's okay, I was 6 a day.
6 a day.
What time of day is it?
I believe it's the small hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be.
I believe I called it ass o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
it rolled over into the small hours.
Yeah. Did you do one yesterday? Last
I-
session?
Did, and actually I forgot that my science is a 17 yesterday, but. Well, actually, I did a stealth check just to look around before they tried to spot me, and then they spotted me.
Yeah. No, but did you spend one of your science things last session?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, keep track of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So-
looking back through them.
Perception.
Huh.
So, while you're figuring that out,
Yeah, I can use one, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. Yes.
29. Okay. So, in the dark of the night, you are able to fly around, and you can see that there is movement out in the darkness. There's definitely a wagon pulling away. It's gotten a bit of a distance. There are things. It's kind of hard to make out the shapes from here because they're not, massive shapes, and you are pretty high up. But you can see them in the darkness. Things are running around, in the darkness. They appear to be running away from a central point. And the what else? What else are you gonna see? I think that's it. Yes, that's about it.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay, so in the dark of the night, you see a cart pulling away. It's gotten quite a bit of a distance, but you can still make out that it's a cart. In the darkness, that you can see things running around. They seem to be running away from a central point. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and they are definitely running. There's with speed. It's kind of hard to make out what they are though, because you're certainly far away, and high up. So you can tell that there's movement and things running around. It's kind of hard to tell what they are though.
Can she
But you
tell?
can
Where
definitely
are
tell
they?
them.
Can she tell if they're humanoid or quadrupedal or?
They appear to be quadrupedal.
Okay.
Where
you
are
could
they?
Where are they? They appear to be. They are on the same side of the building as the outcropping of rock that your cart was hidden behind.
Okay. And we have nothing in the cart that we need to be worried about?
I don't know. Do you?
Osmond's animals.
The animals?
Fuck ton of supplies, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if we follow, we might want to follow in the cart. Otherwise, we might not be fast. I don't know.
Well, Pulse is faster than the carts.
Oh, that's true.
I
mean,
doesn't. There's a.
Sorry, go ahead.
What does the caravan look like?
It just looks like a cloth-covered cart, kind of like your front cart is. That it's covered. It looks like that. It's being pulled by 2 horses, or two horse-like entities. It could be Brahmin.
Okay. That seems suspicious. Also because we know Clark is gone. Pulse is gonna be. Here's the question: if Pulse follows, would that screw up a lot of stuff?
Not necessarily.
Huh. I wonder how you're gonna actually deal with Pulse with the BFG.
No.
Following that card.
You don't want to kill Clark.
Clark is
Nope.
in that cart.
Acceptable casualties.
No.
But we have established that Pulse can be faster than a card.
I repeat, Clark is in that cart.
Yeah, yes, you can catch up to that cart, but you don't even know if that's the cart that has Clark. 2,
Yeah, that's true.
you don't even know that Clark is in a cart. 4, you don't know where that cart's going,
Yeah.
and you only have a vague description of what Raphael looks like.
Oh, Threnody
Yeah.
has described Raphael.
Yeah, but you've never seen Raphael before.
I mean, she
Tall,
saw.
blonde, and an asshole.
And she saw
And she
someone who's
saw-
the spitting image of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you did. That's right.
If
Okay.
you've seen
yeah.
Candy, you've basically seen Raphael.
Fair enough. Okay, so you do know what Raphael looks like. So
The
yeah.
thing is, so Pulse is outside, the others are inside.
Uh-huh.
The others can deal with finding Clark inside if he is inside, but something running away
Yeah.
and being outside where there's danger, that's suspicious.
Yes, it is.
The what?
Yes, it is.
The other thing is, if Oswin wants Pulse to take care of the animals first, to actually watch over and check if the animals are safe. Pulse will probably do that because she doesn't know what Clark is.
I'll wait for Andrea's input, but I'm guessing Oswin's priority is Clark first, then
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah. That
So-
would be my assumption. But yeah, I'll wait for Andrea to chime in on
If
that.
if that's the assumption, Pulse is just gonna
It's
relay
kind
what
of
she sees.
mixed.
It's kind of mixed. Thank you, Oswin.
Pulse is gonna relay what she sees and what her reasoning is. I should probably follow that cards.
It's also-
kind of suspicious.
The
Just check it
animals
out.
will be okay unsupervised
Yeah.
for a little bit. I mean, V's there, and
That's-
V's sensible.
Yeah, V is in charge while Oswin's gone.
I mean, basically.
V's just like, no, children, stop fighting.
Rufus,
Also-
Chrono.
Also, I don't know what we did with it in law, but I'm gonna guess Judas at the card.
So
Yeah,
that's for simplicity's sake, I was thinking that Jude would have left.
Gone back to the
Maybe-
followers
Home.
to look after Red, maybe?
Yeah.
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 Okay, that makes sense. Well, the thing is, you'll still have to get outside
Yes.
if we
Yes.
want to leave. Yeah. So,
Whatever you want to do.
Pulse is gonna, unless someone stops her, tells her not to, she's gonna fly after the cards.
Okay.
Just to check it out.
So you're gonna fly after the cart. I'm gonna cut back to Thren and Oswin and
And Rex?
Rex because they'll get to the building before Pulse gets to the cart. So you get to the garage building area, and Rex leads you to what is like a side entrance, like an employees only entrance that doesn't have like it's like an emergency fire exit, and it doesn't have a handle on this side. But Rex is definitely sniffing at it.
Can we open it?
You're gonna have to find a creative way to open it.
Okay, so the door we're looking at, it doesn't have a handle, and I'm assuming it's a pull door.
Yes, it's like an emergency fire exit that will only activate from the one side.
Okay. Is there anything to latch onto on this side of the door, or is it completely flat?
It's basically completely flat.
What is it made of?
Metal. Oh fuck.
Oswin, stand back. She holds Devil's Advocate to the door and fires.
Where do you point at the door?
She's holding it right up against the door, and she's just basically pointing where a door handle would be. She's going to make a handle.
Oh, okay. Make an attack roll. You can't fail unless you nat 1.
Okay, so roll the nat 1. 4!
You rolled a 4. Burn! I need you to make a strength check.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. This being Devil's Advocate. Okay, D100.
Somewhere Raphael is just like, I sense my gun is being used.
It's not his gun anymore, it's mine.
Yep.
77
Damn
is
right.
just under my strength.
Good. Devil's Advocate actually has a lot of cool abilities now.
Oh, it does. I
Yeah,
do like Bullet with your name on it. That is quite
Yes.
a nice one.
It comes from a quote of one of these bullets has your name on it. I'm gonna keep shooting till I find it.
Good.
Because that's the second ability too of like keep shooting till I find it.
Good.
So I suspect Raphael is the named victim or the
Well-
named target,
Well, yes.
of course.
It's not even his gun. It's like
It's like his great grandfather's gun, I think.
It's a family heirloom. Just for greatness sake, do you want to say that Ditz has painted a white lily on the bell?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I like it. Thank you.
So,
This is champion
Uh,
property now.
oh yeah, it's marked. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yep.
Roll me damage.
Okay, I need to remember. In fact, I mean, you have given me the new stats, so let me just pull them up.
Point blank is 12d8.
Let me 12d8 this motherfucker then. Ah, no, 12d8. Was it not 8d12? No, 12d8. 60.
Wow. Straight even. Okay. 60 damage to where this handle would be, and there's a cacophony of metal screeching as the buck rips through the door, and the entire door. By the way, everyone can hear this. Even the people inside the chemical shed can hear this gun go off.
Don't
The
care.
door swings
The
open.
time for stealth is far behind us.
Cover
door
Cecil's ears.
The door swings open.
Oh, sweet.
She hit a wall.
You
hit it
destroyed the latch that it was holding it closed.
Good. Threnody walks in.
You find it's incredibly dark in here, and you don't I'm gonna say you can have your flashlight that you had before you had a Pit-Boy,
Yes.
because classic adventuring gear. You find what appears to be a normal like garage area that you would find like in today, where they have the raising platforms to hold cars above you. There's chains hanging from the ceiling. You can see that there are like robotics pieces hanging from the ceiling by those chains. And on the far end, connected to the wall of the entire compound, are three metal shutter doors that are super reinforced. And in front of each one is this big black shape that you do not recognize. And then beyond that is another kind of large. It's not nearly as long as the other black shapes, but it's definitely wider and bulkier. And that has a giant like cloth over it.
Do they look like they might be vehicles?
Vaguely, they might. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, and you can't really get you can't get large sections of it with a flashlight because it's a long thing. It could be a vehicle. It's definitely got wheels. But you've never, aside from Sans, you've never seen a working vehicle.
Thren just looks at Oswin and, by extension, Rex. Oh, and Oswin is going to rip off the sheet, Andrea says.
This is a big sheet. You rip it off, and it's like you do the big like dramatic reveal rip off thing, and you realize there's more sheets still on top of the thing, and so you do it again.
Threnody
And okay,
helps
now
with
it
the
comes off.
sheet since it's so big.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
You do it a second time, and it happens. It's like okay. Underneath is something you've never seen, but you can only imagine. Like you probably read somewhere, or had it described to you at some point. Like if you, what's your history?
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
A rock.
Oswin's history is 0. What's Threnady's history?
Oh, Thren's history? Sorry, let me
Yes.
just double check that.
It's a big,
beautiful rock.
old rock.
It's -2, so.
Oof. If either one of you wants to roll, you can.
Sure, why not? No. I do not know. It's not a nat one. Oh, nat 19
Nat 19.
for Oswin.
Okay, so what you are looking at, it takes you a moment as your flashlight like goes from the bottom and slowly goes up, and first you see treads, and then the casing, and then the machine gun port,
Fucking hell, is it a tank?
and then
Is
the
it a
bell
tank?
for the 16-inch cannon.
Oh my god, it's a tank! Oh,
Claire, we
have
got
no
you a
idea
map.
how fucking happy Claire is going to be when she gets there.
Because you rolled a nat 19, I'm gonna say that you know that this is not just a tank. This is an experimental tank that was being created by Candy Corp before the war. And basically, this is the equivalent to a tank what power mech armor is to Kevlar.
Good.
If do you want to examine this thing more?
Claire got you a present. Osmond says over the. Does she actually say? Okay, yes.
Okay, so Osmond wants to examine this thing more. You notice that this thing has not just one, but three 16-inch barrels on a rotating stand, so that it is possible to be firing one, it rotates into the slot for the next one, and the people inside are loading the third
Oh
barrel
my god.
again. So it's just like a machine gun of tank, just boom, boom, boom of tank fire. 16 inches is insane. Most tank cannons are like 5 inches. A 16-inch barrel is the kind of anti-air gun you find on a battleship.
Osmond says, so we're finding him with this.
Okay.
Finding.
Looking it over, this is not in running condition.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
The
well.
one of the treads is straight off. Clearly one of the cannons has been removed and is being currently worked on. And all the machine gun ports are like it's definitely in. It is being worked on now. Yeah, Helen. It's
That is
huge.
beautiful.
It is a massive. Just the also it's a telescopic cannon. So when you fire it, it extends. So they're like collapsed at the moment. But yes, it is a massive machine. This is the kind of thing that you would drive into a battlefield and be like a mobile command center. Nothing's touching you in this, and never hit production lines because this thing is crazy expensive. Like you could probably build 25 normal tanks just out of like half of this. She's going to Aswin's going to look for a working vehicle.
Well,
The
just
big-
get that working.
The big, massive, basically I'm going to say 18-wheelers look like they might function. Also, you do find a cart. Just a cart. That's it.
You
You know,
tank 18-wheeler cart.
cart.
Thren is going to see if Rex is still following the sand.
Rex is sniffing at a spot next to the cart where another cart could have been.
Is there like a door that's open in the garage that a cart went through?
No, but at its angle, it's possible that it could have gone through one of the big metal doors.
And are they open right now?
No, they're closed.
Can I open one?
You can. So it's at this point that I need you to both roll me something, as you can see lights in the doorway that you've blown a hole through.
Right. Fair. We weren't exactly stealthy. Oh, and Andrea says if she can, Oswin is going to hop in the 18-wheeler, tell Claire, and tell Claire how to get to us.
Okay, so imagine an 18-wheeler. Okay, imagine a black 18-wheeler from, the wasteland. Now imagine the what is it, Death Wagon from
Fury Road?
Fury Road. Except instead of kind of being like this, death machine that you would see on the cover of a death metal album, it's designed by like scientists and military personnel and is reinforced to high hell. This thing looks like it's ready for war. There's actually like Oswin, when you open up the door, which is kind of hard to do because the entire like side is reinforced, so you gotta kind of like feel around for the handle. When you get inside, there's actually a compartment between the like the sleeping area where you would be in an 18-wheeler to the trailer, and in the trailer, if you look back, you can see what appears to be mortars. So this thing is designed for war. You gonna try and turn it on? We're gonna steal the cannons.
Yo, let's steal their cannons. Boom!
Oh yeah, you're hiding in the 18-wheeler for the lights. Good idea. Okay,
Yeah.
Threnody, what are you doing?
Okay, so Oswin's hiding in the 18-wheeler. Thren is going to she's by the cart right now. What's that like for hiding space?
It's like it's a covered cart.
Fuck. However, Threnedy's claustrophobic. She wouldn't go inside. She's just gonna hide behind it.
Okay. Both of you roll me stealth checks. I will consider your hiding positions in the tallying of the score.
Yeah, that's fair.
Question.
Yes.
Did you tell Pulse about the missing cards?
Yes, actually, can I, yeah, no, as soon as can Threnody have noticed that there is a cart gone before we start seeing lights coming after us?
Oh yeah, sure.
In which case Threnody will have gone, we think they escaped, okay, Pulse, Claire, we think they escaped by wagon.
Alright.
Got it. Gonna follow it.
Okay. I mean, you already were. We'll backtrack it like a minute or so so you can get to the wagon. But yes, Threnody. Oh no.
Thren isn't doing so hot. Thren can be a diversion.
Jesus. So, their generalized bonus puts them at a 12.
Okay.
Oswin wins because Defender.
I don't.
No, wait. Well, they would win because Defender, and then Threnody doesn't pass. But Oswin's skill is hiding place is actually pretty good, and then Threnody gets a bonus. So you want to spend 10 luck?
Sure.
Cool, you pass.
Thank you.
There's like 4 or 5 guards in here with flashlights and assault rifles looking around. Like, they know something's up. Someone's blown a hole in the door. They're like looking around. You're able to stay hidden for a while, but they're not going to be leaving. They're not leaving in a couple of minutes. They're going to be here for a little while. So as you try and wait them out, we'll cut to Pulse. Pulse,
Yay.
you have been flying after the cart. You gain the message that you believe that they escaped in a cart, and so you've caught up with the cart. What do you want to do? By the way, reminder that your stealth boys do have a limited amount of time.
Yeah, but it's more than a couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
Fly down behind it and try to look inside if it has an open back.
Okay, so you fly down and try to look?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll perception. They probably aren't gonna notice you. That you see a couple of people inside where they like pull the what they're wearing like closer to them, like because your wings are picking up a little bit of wind. So inside appears to be a handful of people, and the driver up at the front, and they just appear to be, how do I describe them? There is a gentleman with a so you see a gentleman in a lab coat with, in the dark it's kind of hard to tell you, but you're pretty sure blonde hair, and he could pass for a relative of Candy. Beside him is a woman who would not look out of place in like a gym somewhere, except for the fact that she has like glowing lines on her arms, and you're pretty sure her arms aren't 100% organic, and that might filter up into like her chest area as well, but you can't tell.
What
What?
you said in chat? It's a decoy, isn't it?
Ooh. Oh, so there's more things. I do need you to roll me a perception though. So there's her. There's a gentleman who is on the other side of the court. He is like holding he's nursing a head wound of some kind. Got 27. Jesus Christ. So
I have one use left after this.
so he's nursing a head wound. He looks hurt, and he doesn't seem to be paying attention to anything, which seems to be an annoyance to the dude in the lab coat. The driver looks he looks to be a Lazarus guard with black armor. You know, general how you've seen Lazarus guards before. And they appear to be an adventuring group. They have like ammo boxes, supplies, like you do. You just for protection and whatnot. You often have stuff on your car that's like covered, so people can't see or they can't be stolen or they can't, they're not damaged by anything. They also have tarps over some of their stuff. You do see.
Pulse has special eyes.
You see a few electronics. Actually, the gentleman in the lab coat, has a lot of electronics on him. Like, there's at least 3 different kinds of electronics on him. That all appear to be roughly the same general shape. There's definitely some underneath the top, underneath the top, and the lady next to him that has glowing like Kirby circuits is like lighting up, like a lot.
Okay.
You also see that there is something running in your general direction.
What?
From off in the distance. It's just kind of like it's running, and as it approaches, you can see that it's at this like frantic gallop. As a horse comes into view, like it was off in one way and then like curved to come towards the court, and it is running towards the court. What do you want to do?
Is that a rider?
Nope, it's just a horse. It is a it seems to be a saddleless horse.
Okay, it's running towards the cart.
Yes.
Okay.
As it approaches, because you got a 27 on perception, you do see that it has some kind of like leather straps and rope attached to it, but like it's like loose and frayed and coming off. Roll intelligence, I guess.
Yes.
Something to remember something.
I beat it.
Cool. Hey, does anyone remember what the horses' names were?
CJ, OJ, and Oddity.
Yeah.
Yep. What did OJ look like?
We didn't really have descriptions for him.
Okay, that's fine. This looks like it could be OJ.
He let the horses
grasped.
He let the horses go.
What was that?
Helen?
Pulse?
Are the reins grasped?
The reins?
Yes.
On
the horse.
Is anyone riding the horse?
No one's riding the horse.
Well, I mean, it has some things on it.
It looks like
bareback.
Yeah, no one's riding bareback. It looks like the leather straps that you had to attach it to the court.
Why is coming this way?
You don't know? but it is coming. It doesn't appear to be coming at you. It just seems to be coming in the cart's general direction. Like the horse went, people, cart, cool. That's where I'm going.
Okay, should have stayed with my gut. Okay. So we have a decoy Raphael and a decoy Clark.
Okay.
No, that's not said in character, but that's out of character. Is the cover of the carts made of cloth?
Yes.
Okay. Are the people sitting with their backs towards the cloth?
Yes.
Okay. Does the decoy Clark look like he has bombs strapped to him?
The decoy who?
Clark.
Clark. You don't see anyone who looks like Clark.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't sound like he described a decoy Clark.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, no, there is the woman with metal arms, the scientist, the gentleman with the head wound, and the driver. And also, I'm gonna say like there's another guard in the cart as well, but he's not like they're not like something special. So that's just like
we do
another
know
person.
that they're Lazarus affiliated though, because one of them is wearing a Lazarus uniform, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Let's say there's two of them.
Well, there's the truck guy who's annoying. Well, I assume drugged.
He has a head wound. He might not. Is it the guy with the head wound that you're thinking of?
Yeah.
We don't know, I don't think, if he's been drugged or anything. He might just be wounded.
Yeah.
Bolts will fly up and tell us when your horse is here. Wait, okay. Not me. The horse. OG.
Oh my god.
Well, Andrea, that's an interesting thought though. That the pets have definitely been messed with.
The thing is, oh shit, Oswin and Thren can't reply to Pulse right now because they're hiding.
Hello?
Well, then again, Oswin's inside the truck. If she whispers very quietly, they might not hear because she's inside a truck.
Oh,
That's possible.
Anyone?
Also, Claire could answer. She's not. She's taking care of
She's taking care of
Cecil.
Cecil.
Oswin whispers, "Go to the pets."
Why? But what's wrong with the pets?
Oswin says, if that is OJ, someone has messed with our cart.
Alright, I mean, I'm only getting half the story here, but okay.
No, you're getting the entire story.
Yeah, you can hear both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this has been entirely up on the radio. Oh no, she's only really been paying half attention because all of her
fair enough.
everything has been focused on getting this kid safe and happy, or at least to stop crying.
Well, if we are temporarily in the garage as well, scene-wise, what are the Lazarus staff doing right now?
They're just basically looking around, they're checking everything. They do notice that the cover for the tank has been moved, and they are investigating. Two of them are investigating the tank specifically. You actually see that one of them has gotten up on the tank and is like looking around at it, and he's trying to open the hatch, but he has no idea how. It's almost comedic on him trying to open this hatch.
Does he look like he will eventually get the hatch open?
Not really. Yeah. Even like when he's doing what like supposedly he should be doing, it doesn't look like the hatch is giving way. It may be that the hatch is like sealed specifically so people don't go inside of it.
So yeah, here's the thing. Threnody is starting to get worried because if the horses have been messed with, and by extension our cart and the pets, and we also have other things to worry about, like finding somewhere to keep Cecil safe and also finding Clark. She is not really willing to wait for these people to finish their search. So
I can give you an out.
I was going to do something, but what was the
Oh,
out?
okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, you sent someone away who was going to return.
Yes, yeah, Alphonse. No, well, here's what Threnody's thinking. How far away is the cart that she's hiding behind from the tank that... Are they both investigating the tank right now, or...?
Two of them are investigating. Two of them are like looking underneath. Like one's like looking around the tank and underneath the tank. The other one's like on top of the tank. And then two are like going up and down the 18-wheelers, like looking underneath and checking behind tires.
So
One is
how many are there in total?
4.
There are 4?
Yes.
Okay. And sorry, how close to the cart that Threndy's hiding behind is the tank, sorry?
Quite a ways away. Enough space that there's 3 18-wheelers, equal space between them, and then like a construction area. So there's quite a good amount of space between you and the tank.
Is there cover between me and the tank?
Oh yeah, plenty. All 3 18-wheelers are in your way.
Sneak.
Roll me a stealth check. You're gonna have a great bonus. In fact, there's only 2 people that will spot you. That's probably gonna be the 18-wheeler guys, and they probably won't even notice.
12, and I'm willing to buy that up.
Yeah, they don't see you.
Cool.
They're checking out the court, the 18-wheelers. One of them has gotten up on one of the sides, and is like trying to flashlight his way into the cabin, which isn't working out because there's like slits on the windows, so he's just only like partially getting the light in there. This is not the cabin that Oswin is hiding in.
No.
And so
I'm actually,
yes.
as Threnady's sneaking, can she maintain stealth if she whispers in her earpiece?
Sure.
Okay. Well, even if not, she depresses the earpiece and goes, Oswin, when you see it, when I create a diversion, leg it to the cart.
Yes, so you can get that.
Olsen replies, I'd rather we take this. And Thren's like, that works too.
Just pedal to the metal through the metal door.
As
It's
soon
need
as...
a nuclear-powered truck.
It's possible.
As soon as Threnody reaches the tank, could you let me know exactly what the position of the 2 guards are? I know one's on top. Where's the other one?
Okay, so you want to get to the tank?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, so one's on top and one is like checking under treads and like trying to like get an angle of like underneath the vehicle, and he's like walking around it because like there's like other stuff slightly beyond the tank too, so he's like just scanning around looking for that.
So, the sheet that was on the tank and now no longer is on the tank is a
Yes.
huge sheet.
Yes.
Oh boy, okay. I really wish I had something like through the window for this. Threnody makes, grabs the corner of the sheet, makes a running jump up onto the tank, kicks the guy off the tank so that he's now on the same side of the tank as the other person who's examining the treads, leaps off, and at the same time, with all her strength, drags the sheet behind her so that it covers the 2 guards, so that they're tangled up in it.
Okay.
Actions are in.
1 moment. My computer's dying.
No.
Oh, stay charged. One moment. Okay. Roll me acrobatics.
Okay. Should I put my acrobatics as? Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. No. Don't discount that. Sorry. I forgot.
I tensed.
Reroll.
I saw, I'm like, oh.
Reroll.
Okay. So here's the thing. Remember, you have player rerolls.
I'm taking a player reroll.
Like, you have yours, and then you have the list. Remember?
Yes.
No, I'm not taking that.
Jesus.
There, I'll take that.
Fine.
7.
Okay.
Is there something you want to do?
Like, add luck?
Do you want to add luck? Do you want to take a reroll from the list? Do you...
Would it be okay with you guys if I took a reroll from the pool?
Go for it.
Let's go.
So I rolled that, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, well, did I
I
miss
will
my-
not take that.
Thank you.
That is 16. I'll take that. So, this...
Excuse me.
So, your acrobatics can be done. But, I'm also going to ask you to roll luck, because you need to get up on top of the tank, kick this guy off onto the other side without him or his buddy noticing. So roll me luck, and maybe they're just distracted. Maybe one of them just broke up with his girlfriend.
She's just trying to move really quickly to take them off. It's not like she's trying to do it without them noticing. It's more that she's trying to move fast enough that they can't react.
But like, if one of them sees you, he could, swing around with his rifle, or, bring up his pistol. Oh God, what's your luck?
Not that high. Okay, I failed that one. That's fine. This was always a risk. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to succeed, so that's fine.
Can you... Okay, Andrea. Andrea has an idea. Go ahead and tell me what your idea is. And Bucky, what you missed is that Threnody tried being a badass.
It failed.
Oh,
But,
dear.
the important thing was that I tried.
She tried. Also, I'm still so excited for the taunting over the earpiece when it comes. But anyways.
Okay, Andrea, here's the thing. Do you know how to drive a car? I mean, you grew up in a vault.
Yeah, to be fair, like she might have seen movies or stuff like that. Like,
I mean, Oswin. Does Oswin know how to turn on a car?
she might have an idea just from, books, films, etc.
Yeah, but remember, this is also the 1950s. It's not just a turnkey.
There was a lot more to it back then than just turnkey.
Yeah. I mean, the clutch was still a thing.
I mean...
She could roll for it.
Like,
It's
roll
a stick shift.
intel or history,
Roll intelligence.
Oh!
That's a critical fail. Unless you wanna use your own reroll, or you wanna use a reroll from the pool.
Take mine.
That's true. Clark's not gonna be in the first half of this session.
And hell, he might not be in the second half. Like,
The way this is going, maybe not. But I am trying to push
no,
up
I'm
to
not.
get to.
I'm not talking about time. I'm talking about just how severely injured he is.
Okay, fair enough.
Not to mention traumatized.
So. Okay, so you're gonna use. Do you not what I meant to do? 64. Is that below your intelligence? And by how much? 3 luck to pass. Cool. You can spend 3 luck. So you vaguely know how to start a car. So yeah, you vaguely know how to start a car. So you get in the driver's seat, wheel in hand, and you go to turn on the car and the truck and the 18-wheeler, and then you realize you don't have a key.
Oh my god. I was wondering about that.
If you could find a key, you could theoretically drive this thing out of there. If you can find a key.
Pulse! Hotwire it, please!
Okay, so here's the thing. Hot wiring.
Do you even know what hot wiring is, let alone how to do it?
It's fair enough that she might know what hot wiring is by, from the same movies that she watched, that she knows how to drive a car vaguely.
It would more be pulse we'd need for hot wiring, I think.
Okay. What may you remind me of, Andrea? I'm intrigued.
She and the other Volties got into a lot of shit in the past.
Yes, but still, hot wiring.
What's your science? Yeah, roll science. It's gonna be fucking hard.
I don't think that hot wiring things in the vault will transfer over to hot wiring a car.
It vaguely might. That's why I'm saying I'm.
50,
Oh god damn it!
50 science.
That would be a no.
Oh my god.
The dice do not want you to have this car.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, damn it.
We
Oh
gotta
my
get
God.
this car! We deserve this car!
I want the tank.
We can't have the
Oh.
tank. The tank doesn't work.
I want the tank.
I want the car!
I want the
I
tank.
want
There is
Clark back.
There is a way. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there is a way to get the 18-wheeler later. They will appear. I'm just setting it up so that you know that they have them.
Oh, thank God, because we need one.
Yeah, well, they have 3, at least 3.
Go on cross-country trips. See the rest of the Fallout universe.
She is actually gonna, Threnody... Oh, wait. What's the fallout from Threnody not
Failing?
managing to take them by surprise?
So it's not even that by surprise. You get okay. So you grab the one corner of the cloth. You jump up on the tank. You kick the guy. Like the guy, sees you at the corner of the eye. He looks up. Huh? Bam! Boot to the
Wow.
face. He goes down on the other side. You leap after him. You land. He's covered in the cloth. And then you realize his buddy was about 3 feet forward than where you landed.
Fair.
And he's just like, gun to your face.
I bequeath to you a boot to the head.
Threnody puts her hand up. Puts her hands up, sorry.
His buddy, though, is flailing as he's trying to get out.
And she says, "Would you believe I got lost on the way to the bathroom?"
Surprise.
She puts her hands on her head.
Okay. Oswin, as you're trying to look down at the wires, you hear someone shout, "Hands on your head!" The 2 people that were checking around and kind of inside the 18-wheelers come running over to the scene of Threnody. And we're going to... Pulse, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read what I said in chat. Can Pulse intelligence/science from the dimensions of the garden where Clark could be hidden? And if so, can she examine them for the electronics in the earpiece/stopboy?
Can you science this?
So, roll me... construction? Is that the stat? Construction? To... No.
Intelligence?
Yes, roll intelligence.
That's 100, isn't it?
It is 100.
And you rolled a 37.
Yes.
So you know where if Clark was being hidden in this cart, he would either be underneath the cart, like so outside of it and like strapped to the bottom, or he would be underneath the top, while the supplies are. If you check the top, you do not find any electronics.
What about underneath?
You don't see anything underneath the cart either.
Okay.
Like you can just like look underneath the cart and you don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're doing that, OJ gallops beside the other two horses that are pulling this cart and slows down, and the driver looks over at this horse who's just come up and then is now following them beside them, and he turns around and looks at the guy in the lab coat and goes,
There's a horse.
remember one of those horses? I think it's following us.
Wait, sorry, these are the jackasses who let our horses loose?
And the guy in the gentleman in the lab coat stands up and he comes out, and you can definitely see his facial features definitely more. This guy could definitely pass for a relative of Candy. He looks over at the horse, and he reaches inside of his coat pocket.
No.
He pulls
Do
out
not.
a silenced 10 mm pistol.
Stop him.
Looks
Do
it
not.
over. Looks at the
Executing him.
horse,
Yep.
puts it back.
What did you say?
He looked at the gun, looked at the horse, and then put the gun back.
Okay.
Like he was like thinking
Horse
about
was
it.
about to like blow his neck off.
He was like
Yeah.
thinking about it. He's like, it's not worth it. He then just kind of like, probably, he turns to the woman with the arm.
Question:
Yes.
Can Pulse have some way of tracking this card? Like having a small tracker, or like marking it on her pit boy?
Okay, so marking it on your pit boy will mark the current location of it right
Okay.
now, physically right now.
Yeah.
It will not move
Okay.
that way. If you have an skill or ability or an item on you that would allow you to track it, sure, I'm fine with that. You might have to get a little creative, but yes. As you're trying to figure this out,
Don't you have everyone's pit boys?
Those
oh,
are
you do.
at the cards.
Oh, they're the cart. That's right.
Yeah, she's not carrying those around.
So
Well,
if
you do have your pit boy.
Yeah.
You could throw your pit boy onto that cart.
She can't detach it
Oh,
You-
right, it's
well,
part of her arm.
without.
Oh, that's
the
right. Never mind.
tools.
That's right. Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
Back at the cards is the MX Handy.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know
Yes.
that they are there.
Yes. While you're figuring that out,
Mm-hmm.
the gentleman in the lab coat turns to the woman. He just motions to the horse, and he sits back down, and the woman gets up, stands next to the driver, and you see her, starting at the tips of her fingers and running up her arms and it's a massive amount of energy, and it like travels up her arm, and off of her arm comes like this like almost like blue static electricity, but then also like a black void appears up her arms, and then when it reaches her chest, she just flings like both her arms at the horse.
Again, can we
And
stop this from happening?
well, like at the horse, but above the horse. You can try if you want to do something,
Mostly,
but
I'm just wanting to make sure that OJ does not die.
I wasn't going to kill the horse.
Good.
Out of respect, I was not going to kill the horse.
Yeah, because after everything you've already
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
done.
no, yeah.
The thing is, I know these two people aren't Clark.
Yes, neither one of these are Clark. The driver
Okay.
is also not Clark.
I'm thinking of just like back of the hand, boom, on the lab coat guy.
Okay, I mean, is that something you want to do?
I'm wondering for the others. I'd like input on this.
I don't know, because on the one hand, they clearly work for the bad guys. On the other hand, for the time being, they've done all the damage they're going to do. I don't know.
Yeah, it also might be Raphael. Well, as far as Pulse knows.
That's true. Pulse does not know that it's not him.
Also, she doesn't
Is
know
it
what
not
Clark
him?
is.
I
No,
don't.
it is
Out
me.
of
I am
character.
totally Raphael.
Out of character, I don't feel like it's him.
Out of character, I have reason to believe it's not him.
Yeah.
However,
but I-
yeah, Pulse has no way of knowing
She
it's
was
not.
told that if she finds someone like him, she should just shoot him.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, if she says, if she was saying to Threnody, I've got eyes on someone I think is Raphael, then, and
Threna's gonna say shoot him.
yeah, I mean, unless there's kind of any specific cause for doubt, but this guy is at the very, like, he's, what am I trying to say? Like, if there was any room for doubt that he could be a good person, that just happens to look like Raphael, but this guy is clearly, you know, in this whole mess, so I would certainly not hold it against Pulse if she shot.
Pulse is flying a bit away as the woman does her thing. She did it before she was gonna do it. And she's gonna say, hey, I have someone who might look kind of like Candy.
Threnody, unfortunately, has her hands on her head right now. What's your idea, Bucky? Oh no, wait, that was 3 minutes ago.
I don't think there's any way to make it work anyways. I was gonna suggest somehow, like, using the earpieces to see if you can hear the earpiece in the cart, but yeah.
Excuse me, sorry.
Actually, that's an idea. Okay, the woman does her thing.
Yes, so she does her thing. And above the horse appears two Pulse. It almost looks like a miniature black hole. I linked an image of what it roughly looks like. And the horse continuing to not gallop, but is like trot beside the other two horses. Mid trot, its legs start to go up, all four of them at once, and the horse starts to float there and immediately starts to whinny and make distressed horse noises as it is slowly turning in the air around this ball of like void, and the cart continues on.
Please stop traumatizing our animals.
For real.
Her ultimate was ready.
Fire when ready. Okay.
Anyone?
Is Threnody... Look, what situation is Threnody in right now?
The other two, the gentleman, you're being detained. They have guns on you, and they're telling you to hands on your head, lay down, face down.
Okay, well, she does so, and as she does so, she depresses her earpiece and says, don't wait up for me, guys. I seem to be being detained.
Okay, well. Time to
Claire,
make my way back
Oswald.
then.
Should I kill this candy look like?
Oh God, Oswin, no.
What did Oswin do?
Oh, she's firing Elmum.
So as Pulse asks, should I kill this lookalike? Oswin, how are you going? What are you shooting with? And how are you doing so? Because you're still in the cabin of this 18-wheeler.
Her hunting rifle, popping out real quick and using VATS to aim for one of their heads, then hiding again. Can I have Threnody say something else into her earpiece?
Yes.
So as she's down on the ground and she says she's being detained, don't worry about me. Pulse, get OJ back. Oswin, meet up with the others. Claire, you do that too. Just get after Pulse and I will get after Clark and I will catch up when I can, okay?
She pops out, has one of their heads trained in her sights, and she doesn't fire.
Well done.
Oh.
Well done, Oswin.
Because with VATS, I guarantee you're probably going to hit him because it is a stealth attack. He doesn't know you're there. You're going to kill this guy.
Threnody has now released, she's still got her hands on her head, and she says, do you gentlemen know who you're working for? Well, I don't know if they're men, actually. Do you people know who you're working for?
Quiet!
Or
one
what?
of them is, with the other three pointing down at you, one of them is grabbing your arms and then putting them behind your back and is, like, putting, zip ties on your arm.
No, please, don't do that.
They're not stopping.
No.
At which point,
Fuck.
it sounds like someone is closing an 18-wheeler door. One of the gentlemen looks up in that general direction. He motions for the guy next to him. They both go off to check. One of them is still zip tying you, and then because you can't see the one zip tying you, you can see the other one who still has a gun pointed down at you. There's a flash of red as a fire extinguisher hits him across the side of the face from behind.
Hi, Alphonse.
To be fair, also, Oswin, Andrea, it's kind of hard to shut a car door quietly.
Yeah, she
Well,
wouldn't
she might
have
not have-
shut it, though. She just would have hid behind it.
She might not have opened
Yeah.
it or closed it in the first place. She
Yeah,
could have just fired from behind glass.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't instantaneous. It was like door closed, the other two go off, and then something. Yeah, this guy gets hit. Bam! And his buddy looks up, his hand's still on your wrists.
Oh, really? He's still standing right behind me? Thren has been struggling
Yes.
this whole time, by the way, to stop her wrists being bound. At this point, she is going to headbutt backwards.
He's struggling to keep you down.
Yeah,
And so when he
basically,
looks up-
she steps backwards to jam her heel into his, into the top of his foot, and she slams her head backwards into his nose.
Make a physical attack.
Is that just
I believe that'd be just D20 for you.
17.
17. Your nose is bloody.
Just crack him square in the nose.
Oh, he's like, oh! And when you pull back, there's the butt of a fire extinguisher right in his face, and he's out too.
You know, if Claire was here, she would make the best one-liner, but she's not.
What would it have been?
Your life just got extinguished.
God damn it. Out of interest, is it Alphonse?
Yes, it is totally Alphonse. He looks shocked at what he has just done.
He's still kind of riding the adrenaline high.
Time to go, Fedora.
Fedora.
The other two, because that noise has been made, like, now we'll come and check this fight out. You two run.
Yes, pausing only to trank them both.
Oh, nice. Roll to hit.
I believe I can fire 3 needles at once. Or 3
Yes.
needles in an attack, so that's 3d20. That's a 10, a 12, a 13. I'm not sure any of those hit.
Do you have any bonuses?
I don't believe so, no.
Oh.
I don't think I have a bonus on Nightingale, but let me just double check. Yeah.
Okay, so they lodge in, the needles lodge inside the armor. And, they're like, because you attack. Oh, wait! Roll stealth.
Stealth.
Alphonse is also going to roll stealth.
Nope.
Fuck!
We weren't exactly being stealthy.
So, Alphonse is gonna do a thing.
Oh no.
Yep. He underhand, because they obviously see you, you fire Nightingale at them in the lodges. They're training you in their sights. He underhands the fire extinguisher at them, and then is going to try and do something, and I hope it's gonna be fucking epic. Come on. Oh, God.
+7 #D20.
23.
Good.
He, from
Yes.
your holster, he grabs Devil's Advocate and fires at the extinguisher.
Oh. Nice.
It explodes in white foam, and they're both just covered. They fire wildly in your direction. They're gonna get a massive penalty to hit. 14 and a 5. They both miss. He grabs you. He then runs out the door.
Fucking James Bond over here.
Yeah, Thren follows suit and has got her earpiece on. Also, we'll come back for the 18-wheeler later. Can you follow us?
What was that about, an 18-wheeler?
Everything's fine.
I'm sure
Osmond
it
is
is.
going to run after Thread and Al. That's fine. They're
Oh, yeah,
distracted.
Osmond
They're
is
still
running
wiping
after them.
foam off of themselves.
As they're running, Thren goes, "You know, you're handier in a pinch than I gave you credit for. I owe you one."
He's not talking. He's just running. He's running for the apartment complex. Like full tilt running.
Well, he can aim for the apartment complex, but I'm guessing that we are not heading in that direction.
Where are you going?
We need to get back to... I think we need to
Chemical
get back to the cart. Oh, yeah, good point, Bucky. Before they kind of veer off, she is going to sort of say, "Hey, what about Lisa?"
He's gonna screech to a stop. She's got the letter. Where are you going?
We're going after Clark.
Oh, you...
AKA Andy Robinson.
Yeah.
I think you told him that your name
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Clark,
yeah.
didn't
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, you can't... You can't leave the grounds.
We have to.
No, you can't. They won't let you. At which point he like dodges as a like spotlight sweeps across the ground.
Look, you don't have to worry about it. Just get somewhere safe. We'll worry about Clark.
No, the guards aren't going to let you out.
Well, then we won't go past the guards, will we?
They're everywhere.
You don't understand. We have to get out. He has Clark.
She just slides up beside them now. She's got the kid to a safe
No,
place.
I get it. I asked you to save a friend of mine. Okay, I get it. But they're not gonna let you. They're not just gonna let you walk out.
So what do you suggest?
I don't. He honestly looks flustered. He starts.
What was that about an 18-wheeler?
I could call in a favor.
Yeah?
It's gonna take time.
Fuck. Fuck.
Typing. Time we don't have, says Oswin.
Well, it's either fight your way through the gorge, which I'm telling you, there's a fucking lot of them, or just figure out what you're gonna do while I go find a friend of mine.
Okay.
At which point you can probably still see the garage from your vantage point. The two people are leaving the garage, guns drawn.
Christ. Fuck. Oswin, we have to
They're
hide.
looking around.
Oswin, we have to
Yeah, no, I
hide.
suspect that you're in a position to hide.
You fought through worse, says Oswin.
That we have. I have photos as proof.
Yeah, Alphonse hides with you. It's like you fought through us, and he goes, yeah, but look, this place isn't a great place, but some of them are just here, right? Not everyone here's bad.
Oswin, we can't just... Fuck. We can't just kill them indiscriminately. They don't all work for Raphael. They don't all work for Lazarus, not knowingly. Fuck. We've got Pulse on the outside. Maybe she can track him down.
Oh, says yes.
Okay.
Pulse has what?
Ideas.
Oh boy.
I am dreading with anticipation.
Threnody is going to depress her earpiece. Pulse, Claire, Oswald and I have all rendezvoused. What's your position?
So what Pulse does
Oh boy.
is, while all that is going on, what Pulse does is she cuts the horses loose and on the cart, and then goes back to what was it, OJ?
Yes.
And then goes back to OJ, gets OJ out of the thingy.
So how do you cut the reins?
With her arm tools.
Okay. So the horses just keep going, and the cart slowly comes to a stop, and the driver's like, hold on. And he jumps out of the cart, and he's coming up to the horses and stopping them and slowly dragging them back to the cart. You are messing with OJ.
Pulse is basically gonna body slam OJ out of the field, because if she gets close, she gets caught in it.
Make an attack roll.
There's really nothing else she can do. She doesn't have rope.
Yep, so you can body slam the horse out of the the singularity. But I'm gonna have you roll a strength check. Did you fail?
Can I use 3 luck to buy it down?
3 luck?
Yeah.
Fine. You are able to resist the singularity and push OJ out of the singularity, who then promptly falls 5 feet onto the ground.
Yep.
Who he whinnies and gallops away.
Hey.
Sorry, OJ. Paul's actually gonna try to get OJ back to the cars.
Okay. Roll nature with a penalty.
At a penalty, but she's a horse too.
These are my people.
Yeah.
She's also invisible.
She is also. Oh god, that's even more of a penalty. No, you touch OJ. OJ freaks out, and like you've seen OJ run like this before, but only when someone was riding them and just full tilt going for like to go save somebody running. So just OJ just freaks out.
Oswin, how do you do horses?
How to ride horse.
I think you'd ask Claire that.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh.
Fuck you, Clark. You're not here.
stop breaking the fourth wall.
Clark's unconscious, presumably.
Yes, he is.
Pulse is gonna do that. Put the earpiece near her is Oswin's response.
So you're gonna have to fly. Okay, so Oswin's response is put the earpiece near her. So you're gonna actually have to fly after her because OJ's going. So you're gonna have to fly after her, which you can do. You're faster than OJ.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you just to make this simple, but it is not it's not like okay cool and then put it up. No, it's like okay and fly after. So you're able to do that. Oswin is going to talk to OJ through the earpiece to calm her down. Okay, so
I think the only way this is gonna work if Pulse is... It's not gonna work if Pulse is flying. So Pulse is gonna have to mount OJ.
okay.
Because you can't just hold something up precision like...
Yeah.
And it's a small speaker.
Oswin, roll nature with a penalty.
That's what I'm talking about.
26!
It's
Even with
okay,
penalty.
OJ, mommy's here.
even with the penalty, OJ calms down a bit. It takes a couple of minutes, but the OJ goes from full tilt to a gallop to a trot and eventually stops.
Can Pulse ride OJ back to the car?
You can. You're not going to. You can. You're not going to get there. Like she's not going to go full gallop, but you can get her trotting back to the cart.
Can Oswin send OJ back to the car without Pulse?
Can Oswin do that? Does Oswin has a thing?
Oh, what, like, we are one?
I mean, more like having trained OJ to
Oh,
go
right.
back to the
I
car.
have to say, okay, OJ.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you've calmed down OJ a bit. I'm gonna say yes, but OJ's not going to be like getting there in any hurry. She's going to be walking there.
Okay.
Well, as long as she's heading in the right direction. Basically, we're not losing OJ on top of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also have
Pulse
two of the
is-
horses missing.
Pulse is gonna fly back to the cars.
Your cart or their cart?
Our card.
Okay, so you make it back to your cart. You see a couple of things. First thing you see is a Mr. Handybot laying on the ground. You see that all three of its eye stalks have been shot out.
You fuckers!
No.
Handy as well?
The next thing you see is that, yes, the reins have been cut, and jutting out of the ground is a ripper.
Okay, check to make sure the pets are okay.
A very familiar ripper. You
What?
are able
That's
to...
okay.
You don't
Wait,
see any
Amber?
pets outside.
Amber.
Wait, is it Amber?
Yes.
Other
They
pets okay.
used amber to cut through the reins.
Are the pets okay?
You don't see
is
any...
the cart even there?
The cart is there, yes.
Okay, good.
You do see that someone has very diligently removed several of the spokes of one of the wheels so that the moment you try to drive, it just collapses.
I was gonna do that with the other cart.
Maybe you do it.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
the
Where are the
pets,
pets?
the
How are the
pets.
pets?
Okay, so you don't see any pets on the outside. If you check inside the covered court, you see what is clearly V. V is clearly there inside the covered court.
It's hard to
Is she
mistake
okay?
V for
Yeah.
anything.
V is like hunched, like all you see is the back of V because V is like one sec, I hit my mic. V is like huddled over something in the middle of the court. You can't even tell if V is alive or not. She's not moving,
Okay,
but
check.
she's there. If you come near, she's definitely moving. She is hunched over protectively over all of these smaller animals and the egg.
Oh.
No, good.
You do see though
Dirty.
on her carapace attempts at gunfire.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
They
Fired?
fired on her when they fired on her, but it didn't go through her carapace, so she's still defending. She's defending the animals.
She's
girl.
defending her babies.
Good girl.
Are the other horses there?
No, they are not.
Fuck.
They would be the other four-legged creatures running around in the darkness.
Oh, there we go. There.
Yep.
Will somebody let Oswin know that her pets are okay and that V
That
is a
would be-
good mom?
Well, is this the
Pulse
point where
lets
Threnody
us
asks
know.
Pulse for her position?
Pulse lets everyone know that she is at the cart. That the Ripper, what was it called?
Amber.
Amber.
Amber is there. It was used to cut the reins.
So when you're like looking over at okay. When Andrea needed to drop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hope she's okay. When you look over at Amber, sitting in the driver's seat are two leather braces. And if you investigate those, you find that they have hidden near the wrists a blade and a small pistol.
Okay. She's gonna let the others know that the animals are okay. The other horses are missing, but she can find them again. Clark's weapons are there. Most of them. And
All of them, presumably. You just don't see his electric sword. And
I
the
mean,
liver.
you didn't take the electric sword with you.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
Oh,
Is
okay.
like he left it in the cart, so it's somewhere in the cart. It's just not in an obvious place to taunt. Not in an obvious place to taunt. Pulse to say we have your friend.
she's gonna let the others know that the line is probably compromised by now.
Is it though?
Because they have hardware access.
Well, they
yeah,
didn't.
but they haven't had time.
But
Unless one of them has it in their ear.
Which
Yeah.
we can't rule out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
They have hardware access. And she's gonna say, I'm gonna be clever.
What are you not?
And she's going to radio, not with the earpiece,
Good.
Smack, and be like, yo,
Good.
Smack,
Yo, Smack, what up?
yes,
Yes, hello.
supercomputer with radio access. Could you find Clark's earpiece?
that's a good idea.
Yes, I can. It'll take a
I'll
moment.
help you.
Okay. That'll be a good position. I do need a second one to triangulate his.
Mhm.
Presumably, are you with the rest of the heritage?
No.
Okay, I'll use those then. And he will begin to triangulate Clark's position.
Mm-hmm.
Back with the rest of the group. Sorry, go ahead.
Speed this up with science.
Roll science.
Yes. The others aren't told this because our
It is
access.
compromised, yeah.
32. Okay, so yeah, you can help. You're not going to be doing anything else while this happens, but yes, you can help him speed up the process.
Yeah, do you mean she can't do anything else?
Yeah, did I say she can? No, I meant she can't do anything else.
Okay, yeah,
You're
she
like
won't be
focusing
looking
on
for
this
the
one.
horses then.
So the horses are still running around.
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh.
Oswin.
Back with the rest of you, because now you're all together.
Shit.
I can
I mean,
look. I can call in a favor and get you out of here, but it's gonna take me a little while.
define a little while.
30 minutes.
Okay, that's... Pulse is probably going to need that long to round up the other horses anyway.
Okay.
Thank you, Alphonse.
Nods. He like looks out like around the corner of where you're hiding, and then makes his way to somewhere. So, he's gonna be gone at least 30 minutes.
Threnody just kind of sinks against the wall and puts her hands over her eyes. And now that she doesn't have anything to do immediately, you can tell she's holding back tears.
Oh.
She's crouched down beside her. Let her lean on her if she needs.
I can't believe I was such a fucking idiot.
Honestly, I should have, like in military over here, I should have been like, oh, this guy wants Clark for some unexplainable reason very quickly. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a trap at all.
Jesus.
It was like only after a couple of minutes that it just kind of clicked into my head like, oh, this is a trap.
Saren was so rattled and I never even thought...
And it's like, I had the same thought that Clark did when it was like, sort of, he was like, as far as we know, he was an alright guy, and it's like, he was in a spot of trouble, and we were just like, yeah, alright.
Damn it to her.
Yeah, maybe one of us should have gone with us.
He wouldn't have even... He would have let us, and his kid, they must have been threatening Cecil. That's how they got him, and that's exactly the kind of thing Raphael would do. Jesus, poor Cecil. Did you find somewhere for him?
Yeah, he's gonna be all right. He's young, obviously, so
Poor kid.
he's probably not gonna remember this, but
I fucking hope not. This kind of trauma, Jesus fuck.
yeah, no, give it like a couple of days, maybe a week, and he'll have forgotten about this.
I don't know.
Out of character.
No.
Out of character, I have vague memories of my parents' wedding, and I was 2 and a half.
So I hate to point this out to you, but when I was 2, we had this weird house. I can to this day draw you the exact floor layout of that house.
The point is...
Well, the other thing is, I can't
goes.
remember anything else from when I was 2, but I can remember that.
But with the point being, with something this incredibly big and traumatic, this poor child is going to remember.
Probably.
Well, here's hoping he doesn't, but
He's going to.
Maybe we can get him out of here. Maybe we can take him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fucking coming back for that kid.
Good. We just find Clark first.
Yeah. So, what was that about an 18-wheeler?
We're coming back for that too.
It's funny because Clark would be saying that too, because he's like, so you're saying we can drive?
Because, I mean, if we have a car and we need to get out of here, why don't we just take the car and go through the wall?
Do you know how to hotwire an 18-wheeler?
Kind of. I read a lot of books.
They're probably still watching the garage, though.
Is there anything else in here we can use?
In where?
The garage?
I mean, I think we decided the only working thing was the 18-wheeler. And there's a car, there's no horses. But like I said, we go back in there, they might still be waiting for us.
Oh yeah, there's more people now surrounding the garage.
She peeks out and takes a look. Yeah, we're not getting back in there.
Damn.
Maybe another time.
So.
Steal the cannons. Sorry. Because those 18-wheelers, at least the one that had, Osmond was in, had cannons.
Oh, my goodness. I'm in love.
So, do you have any preference for body part? Because I'm probably going to shoot him in the dick.
I don't care where you shoot him as long as he dies.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I always have the BFG.
Way off in the distance, Clark goes, I hope you don't mean me!
Oh my god.
Just in his unconscious state. Oh, I hope you mean me.
No, not the dick.
Or,
I
yeah,
knew that.
yeah, no, not the dick, and Raphael's just like, what?
What?
He just like motions to the guy with the head wound. He just like kicks him. Was like, shut up.
He just looks at the driver and they just look at each other like, what is he on about?
The hell?
The hell was that?
Not the dick.
Not
the dick.
You know what? Out of every fucking theme that Raphael has planned, I don't think he planned for Clark to say that.
For the first
I'm going to
time
torture you, not the dick.
For the first time in a very long time, Raphael doesn't know what to say.
You know what? That's the best way to get a villain like Raphael, is just to say shit.
Pretty much.
Just off the wall.
Kind of
fucking
like
shit.
when, well, let me put it this way, he doesn't like it when you call him Ralphie.
Good.
Okay. So, Pulse, what are you doing?
How we find Clark yet?
Okay, so it's gonna take a few minutes to get that. He, like 5 or 10 minutes. When that's up, he, Smack Talk, says that he has the position, and he can send it to you on your Pit Boy, and he can spend 5 minutes, you know, finding the next location every so often.
Okay.
As long as he has 2 points of reference to triangulate.
Paul's convinced that they compromised because hardware access. All fly to that location.
Okay. So at this point, you start to fly towards the location, and you see that the location has already they have already moved on. In the distance, you can see the court.
Okay.
It is meeting up with another court.
The one I cut the reins of.
The what?
The one I
Oh,
cut.
the reins. Yes. Well, you're not exactly sure which one is which, but yes, the court that was in the location that you're currently flying above is off in the distance, meeting up with another court.
But
Okay.
how did it keep moving? Or, oh, I guess the other cart could have reached it. Anyway.
I'm gonna fly over the carts.
Okay. They appear to be some kind of security force. Like there appears to be 6 or 7 armed people in the second court. And they've gotten out, and they are surrounding the first court protectively.
Can Pulse try to find Clark by looking for the earpiece?
Roll perception.
I can retry this if I want to actually put my science into it. Can I?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Just gonna roll regular perception for now. Oh, fuck.
Roll a d20.
Yep.
You don't see anything in particular, and I'd say go ahead and add your science, but you still nat 1.
Reroll.
Reroll? Whose reroll are you using?
Mine.
Okay. No. Bad dice. 16. So you you don't see anything that matches the signature of the earpiece.
Has the new report come in?
About
Location.
oh. I mean you have to are you did you ask to be constantly updated?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be another minute.
Okay. Pulse just gonna wait.
Fly above.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're flying above and you're waiting for a minute, the second location does come in, and it says that it's right below you somewhere in these two courts.
Mm-hmm. Can from above and a closer look, can she see which one was the one she cut the reins of?
Yeah, you can see it. They did a very quick repair job.
Okay. Can she locate a candy?
Ooh, piece of candy. You start looking around and you don't see anyone in a lab coat. Like, do you get up in the courts?
She's gonna get closer while invisible.
Okay. How close do you get?
Enough to be able to see in.
Okay. So, these guards are protecting these courts, but aside from supplies and torps and other people, one court is just straight empty.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be the court that you cut the reins from. There's no one inside.
Yeah.
The top is still over supplies, but there's clearly been some supplies removed.
Could you know which ones?
I mean, you'd have to get in there to tell.
Okay. Can she see in the other card?
The other card just has more armed men and women.
What the fuck? Is there something beneath this place?
You want to check?
For electronics through the earth.
Oh,
yes.
no, No, you don't see anything like that.
Mm-mm. How the fuck is Clark's earpiece there?
Do you want to wait 5 minutes and try to get a clearer image?
Wasn't it
more precision? More precision.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wait another 5 minutes. It focuses in on the original court.
It couldn't have any extra dimensional spaces. How the fuck?
I get the feeling they might have taken Clark's earpiece out.
How does we get taunted later? Metagamy.
I didn't say you were getting taunted. That was y'all's assumption.
I just figured it's so in character for him, but
It is. But there's more ways than one to taunt you.
Okay.
Yeah, like Amber and the bracers.
I thought that was a good touch, using amber to cut the reins.
There's nobody in the original cart.
Nope. But that is definitely what the signal, the earpiece is.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing on the cart appears to be some supplies and a tarp covering more supplies.
Now that she knows it's in there, can she specialize it?
You're gonna have to wait another 5 minutes.
Special eyes.
Oh, special
No,
eyes.
specialize.
Oh, okay. Roll perception. No, that's the weird thing. You're not seeing anything.
What?
I too am confused.
What? Like they can't. Okay, a stuff bug would not be invisible to pause, would it? Like
The
the
stealth
stuff
bug
bug
itself would be.
itself,
Yeah, the stealth bug itself would be.
and anything electronic on a person,
Yes.
it would not be invisible.
Anything that runs on electricity, you can see electricity.
Okay. Is there anything else electronic there?
No. Wait, actually, yes. No, wait, no, there's not. No, there's not. There is not something else electronic.
And there's nobody in the cart.
There's no one in the court except what appears to be supplies.
Is this cart stationary or still moving?
It's stationary.
Okay.
Okay.
They abandoned the cart, possibly.
Is there a container or any space that would be big enough for a person?
For a person?
Yeah.
No. The largest looking box they have appears to be about the size of an ammo box, or slightly larger.
And no hiding spaces possible?
It doesn't appear so. This card is not tricked out as well as yours is.
Why would they put an earpiece in an insulated box? No, it can't be insulated because it still emits a radio signal.
Possibly so that we can't use it to track down Clark.
Well, if there's something here that emits a radio signal, it would be electronic.
Smack Talk is telling you that he's having a hard time getting the signal.
Okay.
Like, it's there. It's just really weak.
Okay. Pulse will look around. Fly larger circles.
Okay, I'm back. What was that?
Pulse will look around, fly larger circles.
Fly in larger circles? Okay. Roll perception. I am keeping track of time, guys. Oh. No, you don't really see anything else. I mean, Smack Talk's still telling you, that's where the signal is. In fact, because it takes so long that he nails it down even slightly more for you. The signal is definitely coming from underneath the top.
Like that if it was possible that Clark was there, you'd had told me, but so he's not there.
Yep.
Nope. But you're getting a signal from it.
Mm-hmm.
A very faint signal.
Well, if nothing else, I guess we can get Clark's earpiece back.
I don't know. I don't think they would, or why, or know why they would have thought of this.
Do you need a moment, Alan?
No, yeah, let's go to the others. I have no ideas.
What are the others doing?
I believe we're just waiting for Alphonse to get back.
Yep.
Okay. So, 30 minutes pass. And, in fact, security has gotten heavier. It appears that they're getting more people from the tower. In fact, you see someone you recognize. Toa is out and about.
Ah, shit.
He doesn't seem to be like, I'm gonna find him. He's more like he's just standing around, looking around. He seems to be giving orders on rare occasion.
Since Oswin has not seen Tower before, Threnody will lean forward and quickly explain that that's him.
Okay.
And who that is.
Yeah, he's not even looking in your direction.
Nope.
He's just a very recognizable person. So yeah, he's not even looking at you. So yeah, he's out and about, and there's definitely more security guards, and the spotlights haven't stopped. They're still sweeping the area. Another 10 minutes pass, and they're like swarming the garage like a hive. Like shit has gone down, and they are on the prowl. They seem to have dogs. And Mr. Handy's out and about as well. So you actually have to relocate a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it because I'm just gonna say that you can pass. It's just you can have to move around a few times. 45 minutes in total pass. And finally, you can see Alphonse. He's like on the other side of the compound, but in such a way that you can see him. He is like standing there in such a way that no one else is really seeing him, and he's like slowly making his way to you. He's trying not to draw any attention to himself. Because like a guard passes by him, they start talking. He's like, yeah, and they obviously having a thing. He's like gesturing behind them and over by the apartment complexes, and he shrugs a couple of times. And the guard kind of backs off and goes away. You can tell the guard's still watching him though, and so like he's having to play off, going in a different direction, and he has to reroute a few times to finally get back to you. And so, about 15 minutes in total pass, and he gets to you and he goes, "I can get you outside."
How?
I have a friend on the guard force. He owes me a favor. Again, I use friend in a loose term. He owes me a favor.
Sure.
I called it in.
Thank you.
He's gonna distract a few people on the wall. He's gonna make an opening. You got about a 2-minute window to get out of the walls and behind cover somewhere because they're still looking for raiders. And some news just before they called the lockdown. They did say that people spotted a cart leaving the compound. I don't know if that's your buddy or not.
I think it might be.
I've seen shit like this before. It's really hard to tell whether or not a raider alarm is real or if they're just using it to cover things up.
Raphael has worked with raiders before. It's not it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Well, wish you the best of luck.
You too.
Once you're outside the walls, try and find us all.
We'll do our best.
Thank you. Take care of your friend first.
You take care of yourself.
The opening, yeah, and he shows you where the opening is, and he's waiting for the signal, and the signal comes, and he's able to get you through like a secret passageway that he knows about that is usually watched, that you normally wouldn't be able to get through because people are always watching it, except his buddy did a thing.
Yeah.
You definitely see cameras.
Wait, look, a Goodyear blimp. Sorry.
Yeah. You see cameras, but presumably part of the deal was that the cameras wouldn't be looking that direction, and you're able to get outside.
As soon as we do, and as soon as we're like clear to go, I don't know about the others, but Thren's thinking head for the cart.
Yep, that's fine. While you head to the cart, Pulse, what are you doing?
I don't know what to do.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
you could just head back to the cart.
Yeah, you could, like, if you wanted, you could grab Clark's earpiece, or you could just, you could
We
just
don't
come
know
back.
where it is.
Sorry?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, I thought it was inside I thought the signal said it was...
disturbing it or alert them, and they'll
Fair.
kill
Okay.
Pulse.
Yeah, maybe just come back to us then.
Mm-hmm.
This. Okay, so I really. You don't have to, and I'm gonna even say that you come back to the court with fine, but I really wanted you to go after the signal.
The what?
The signal, the earpiece that it was being translated, triangulated
Why?
because it was trapped.
Okay.
Of course it was.
Of course it was. So yes, you get back to the court. You actually get back to the court roughly at the same time the rest of the party do, and you're still missing 2 horses.
Pulse will fly around and look for them.
Well, perception.
Or at least I'm getting a lot of rolls.
Uh-oh.
I think just timed out.
Yeah, probably. By the way, I'm keeping her updated on what's going on while she's off doing the thing.
Okay. 14. You are able to eventually spot them, yes.
Okay.
And using Oswin's help, you can wrangle them back to the court. After all of this, though, some time has passed. Also, you are all really tired. You didn't get a full night's rest. It is still ass o'clock in the morning.
Too bad we're not resting.
Yep. No, I didn't think you were.
Anyone got
from
some
the
drugs for that?
The what?
Anyone got some drugs for that?
Probably. I mean,
Coca-Cola.
coffee.
Yeah.
I probably do.
Probably
Just-
just gonna drink some caffeinated
Caffeine
Coca-Cola.
all round.
Yeah, probably. So, Smack Talk does say that from the triangulation of the signals when it was moving, it looks like they were heading in a straight line to a specific direction, and he sends you the information of where on the map the line was going,
Okay.
and it goes directly over the meat packing plant that you got a mission for to save Sal.
Well, I guess Pulse is flying there as well. How far away is it?
It's a couple hours ride.
Couple hours ride.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
far
like
flying?
hold on. Let me pull up a map real quick just to get exact measurements here because time is a situational thing here. Okay, so it is
Actually, Pulse is gonna fix the reins first. Well,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It is going to be about an 8-hour drive there by cart. If Pulse flies as fast as she can for as long as she can, I'm going to say she can get there in about 6.
It might be better if Pulse comes back to us and we all go there together.
Yeah. But
6 hours
mind
is
you,
really too long.
they are
to...
supposedly also only in a court and only about an hour and a half ahead of you.
Could Pulse? How long would it take for Pulse to catch up?
To catch up to the thing?
To the supposed card.
If they were in a court and they were going at the same rate you were going to take in the court, you would probably reach them as they were getting to the packing plant, if not a little beforehand.
The thing is, this could be a...
This would also be a massive trap.
Yeah. Or a distraction. Like, they've already done that. And why would they go in the direction? There was nothing at the 2 cards, and I think Pulse will probably figure it's a trap. But yeah, there was nothing at the 2 cards with the radio signal. Why would they go in the same direction? Any nearby locations for like holding a prisoner?
There's the banana farms, but that's like nearly the opposite direction of where you're going in the first place.
And how far away is it?
Couple of hours.
Hmm. What are the others doing? I assume Ports has spent some time on this.
I'm slightly confused as to, do we know where we're going to chase down after
Nope.
Clark?
No,
Well, okay, so
we have only the cards to go on.
Ellen
didn't do anything.
Ellen believes that the path that I've given you as a DM is false, and that Raphael is playing you for a fool and has gone in the opposite
No,
direction.
that is what Pulse thinks.
Yeah,
She
Pulse. Yeah.
She can't trust that.
Okay,
but
well,
I mean,
can Rex tell us which direction
yeah,
to head?
Rex is the best bet.
You'd have to go to where you know that Clark was last for Rex to follow.
Or can he still pick up Clark's trail if we have something else that smells of Clark?
That's, I mean, as the trail, right? Like,
Yeah, we need him.
you need the trail. You have to
Okay.
have you have to have some point of crossing over with his trail for Rex to sniff.
Can he sniff around until he finds it? I mean, they will have had to come out of will have had to come outside of the complex.
He sniffed at a left cart spot in the garage.
Yes.
So we kind of extrapolate where the cart would have come out from when it left the garage, go there with Rex, not getting too close so they don't see us, and see if we can pick up the trail again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, roll stealth. Whoever has Rex, roll stealth.
That would be Oswin, and Andrea is not in the call at the moment, so...
Yeah.
Does anyone know what her stealth is?
I'm just gonna say that you pass because you have enough rerolls that you'd eventually make it. So you get between the compound and where the courts you last saw the two courts, and Rex starts to follow the scent. And it leads you to the two courts.
So, like after a couple hundred meters, it turns out it's the same direction.
Well, once you make it to the two courts, like he's leading you to the two courts. The two courts are currently guarded by several Lazarus mercenaries.
Well, we don't need to go like a kilometer to the two carts. We just need a couple of 100 meters to get a direction.
What?
An arrow.
I'm confused.
Like if the dog sniffs the trail and it goes in one direction for a couple of 100 meters and it says, okay, it's towards the two carts, then we can follow that line.
Yes, and following that line leads you on the map, which is the same line that you have for your map because they were going in a straight line the whole time. Leads you into the city and into the meat packing plant.
Okay.
Okay, so it seems like they're definitely there.
We don't need to be in risk of being detected by the two carts.
Yeah.
Don't run.
So
you're
it
gonna
sounds
go.
like we need to. Have we rounded up all the horses yet?
I'm gonna say you can. Yes.
Okay, we round up the horses and we head towards.
And fix the wheel.
And fix the wheel.
Wheel. And I'm assuming that Oswin is looking after the pets now that she's back, and Threnody will help her treat V and what have you. And I'm assuming we're heading off in the direction of the meat packing plant.
You want to take a wide berth of the two courts?
Probably a good idea.
Pulse will ask if she should fly ahead, and if that she'll tell that she's pretty tired. But she can.
I think Thren advises Pulse to save her strength and stay with them in the cart.
Okay. So you make a wide berth around the two carts and you start to head towards the meatpacking plant. I'm going to tell you how the two carts were trapped. The signal was the earpiece was in a partially opened ammo box that was lead lined.
Mm-hmm.
And when you opened it fully, you would see the earpiece as a plasma grenade and an EMP grenade had their pins pulled, and they would go off. And if you survived, among the supplies of the cart would be a meat hook.
Okay. So they're just planting evidence, or like saying, "Hey, this is where Clark is."
It's like he wants you to go there.
Yeah.
See, this is why I was saying Raphael would taunt them, because, like, other people are like, oh, but that's not a good idea, and I'm just like, except he wants you to find him.
And the EMP grenade is, like, specifically anti-pulse.
It's specifically anti-robotic.
Specifically anti-pulse, because he knows what pulse is. The plasma grenades... Plasma does lightning, right?
Plasma does a shit ton of damage.
Plasma does lightning. The plasma grenade is not as effective against pulse, but it's not completely ineffective like a fire grenade would be.
Basically, the two grenades were meant to kill, if not maim you, before you even got to the meatpacking plant. So, you start making your way through the city. And I suspect you don't spare the horses.
I mean, we don't want to work them to death or anything, but we are going at a fair clip.
Okay. So you begin to you're making your... you can go from 8 hours to 6 hours. Because you are not sparing the horses, you're not stopping, you're not, like, letting them... You're like, hurry up, we really gotta go. So I'm gonna let you cut down a few hours on that. So there's going as you're leaving, like as you are like sniffing around the trail, because you'd have to wait for Rex to be like, yeah, here it is and here we go. Pulse. You pick up a radio signal.
Okay. Wow.
It's encrypted.
Decrypting. Putting it behind a firewall or something.
Roll science.
Someone specifically setting up a radio signal right now.
Someone's sending out a radio signal. It is.
Yeah,
yeah.
She's not gonna just let it get at her systems.
That's fair.
Oh, you're not gonna do anything with it?
No. She's just putting it behind, like...
She's taking security measures. She's setting up a firewall.
Okay, so okay. If you want to set up a firewall...
It's not running through specifically all her... it's not running directly on her computer.
Okay. So roll science for the firewall.
Fuck.
I was gonna say. Oh my god.
Okay, and for decrypting.
Oh my god.
What?
Do you want to re-roll that one of those, or that last one, or do something?
What?
Or do you just not care?
What?
Wow.
People want that to be re-rolled?
We have some rerolls in the pool if you want one.
Okay, let's take on.
We're down to 3-player rerolls now.
Mm-hmm.
Pulse, go ahead and roll. Because you nat 20, I'm going to say you can do both. You can put up a firewall and decrypt it. God, what is with that?
What?
Roll a nat 1. No, re-roll it. Cool, nat 20. Fuck.
2 nat ones in a row. And then a nat 20.
This happened earlier too. Someone rolled a nat 1. I re-rolled it into a nat 20. I think it was Oswald.
Let's roll.
God, okay. So you are actually really quick on the draw. You just decrypt it. And it is a signal coming from Lazarus Labs, going out to somewhere. And do you want to just listen to this, or do you want to like have everyone hear it?
I'll have everyone here.
Okay. Threnody.
Here's the voice.
Yes.
It's the voice.
So you hear, then you instantly know who this is, because of course Raphael's voice is really, really distinct, especially for you. And he's talking with someone, and he goes, "So a good Samaritan gave them in a couple of hours. Fine. I'll move up our time scale." And then, in response, "Don't fail me." This voice sounds familiar to Clark. Clark's not there. To Claire and Threnody as Lazarus, the gentleman you met earlier in the cantina.
Threnody glances at the others and says, "It's Lazarus. Talking to Raphael."
He will be taken care of. Radio silence from here on out. I don't want a repeat of what happened. Yes, sir. And you hear the audible noise of his radio going, like, not just silent, but like off.
Just click.
Yeah, it's an audible noise. But the other side doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't.
Because a third person then goes, "Sir, are you sure this is wise?" And almost like pausing, Lazarus goes, "Are you questioning my plans?" No, sir. No, sir. Of course not. Because if you see something wrong with my plans, I would want to hear about it. Well, sir, is it wise to give him such, power after everything that's happened? Some dogs are only loyal until you take the muzzle off. We'll just have to see where his loyalties lay. You hear the third voice go, "So we're still, click." And the radio goes off.
Did we recognize? Did any of us recognize the third voice?
No.
Okay.
It may have
Hunter,
just been some... Yes.
I'm gonna send you a quick PM.
Oh, okay.
See, I was gonna say mind games, but at least it was believable that, you left the thing on.
So, yeah, so you got that information.
Threnody turns and looks at the others. What does he mean, Good Samaritan?
I don't.
I have
Good
no
Samaritan gave them a couple hours. I don't know.
I have no clue what that means.
I don't suppose I can intel this, could I, or insight?
Sure. Roll insight.
Pulse has no history. The word usage doesn't even exist for her.
19.
19.
They're definitely talking about someone who's helped you. Someone helped you get out of the compound quicker, and they know about it. And
She
apparently
blinks.
their name for that that person is the Good Samaritan.
She deflates slightly. Do you think we might have been talking about Alphonse?
He did say, because you rolled a not nat 19, he did say that he feels like he's constantly being watched and that they know about him.
Fuck.
Weren't you guys under surveillance?
They let us go.
Hmm.
Raphael wants to be found. That sounds about par for the course.
Well, at least he's gonna do something faster now.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to be found, but
He
wants to do
sounds like
something.
he's about as arrogant as he always was. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage.
Can I take a nap?
Go for it.
She has been flying for a while, hasn't she?
I imagine Pulse is just kind of on autopilot at this point. Just struggling to keep her eyes open.
I'm guessing Threnody and Oswin aren't sleeping.
No.
I'm gonna set. You'll have radios in your but I'm gonna give one of you a Pip Boys bag first, so you can listen to the radios.
Threnody will take her Pit Boy back.
Okay, I'm gonna expect everyone gets the stuff back. Oh,
Yes,
by the way, nothing was
like
missing
we're getting
from the
out of
car.
our disguises and putting on our gear.
Mm-hmm.
Time for stealth is over. Time to kick ass.
And after pulses.
Oh, by the way, Dally, you did get a Devil's Advocate back.
I would think so. Yes, thank you.
Okay, Ellen, what were you saying?
After Pulse has spent the time it takes to use the kit to put the Pip Boy on people, she'll go to
Get some
sleep.
sleep. Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
fair.
So, you start to travel into the city. And as you begin to travel, it's been a couple of hours. You're not sparing the horses. You're just going straight for this plant. You're probably 30 minutes away from the plant. When another radio signal comes up on your Pit Boys. This one actually has a title, which is
Thren-
unusual.
Okay, Thren examines her Pit Boy.
It says, for Threnody.
Oh God!
Which at this point is when I need to message Bucky to be ready for something.
I'm going to kill so many people.
I'm ready. Embracing
Threnody.
myself.
Anyone looking at Threnody can basically pinpoint the moment when her blood starts to run cold in her veins. Pulse, wake up.
I
Did she even get time to actually fall asleep?
She did, yeah. We've been on the road for a few hours now.
It wasn't the best of sleep, but
I'm sorry.
It was a quick power nap.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have woken you early, but I think we all might need to hear this. Just whatever it is, it's not going to be good. So just be ready. And she.
Oh my
in.
God, Hunter!
She tunes into the frequency.
Okay.
So,
hold on, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up.
Bucky,
One
not
moment.
yet. This isn't
know.
the moment that happens. This isn't the moment that happens, but you do need to be ready with that line.
Yeah, I'm
So-
pulling it up now. Give me a sec.
So as you turn on the radio.
Oh, fuck you. No, fuck Raphael. Holy shit.
So,
Okay.
Was that actually on the radio or?
No.
No. Bucky needs to remember a line that he wrote down previously for in the next couple of
Yeah, keeping
minutes.
record.
Yeah. The radio comes on, and there's silence for a moment, and then, well, I was wondering when you'd show up. It looks like you're here to ruin my plans, yes? Well, I'll tell you something interesting. I'm here on a very important mission. And this is going to be one of the few times that I'm ever going to allow it. But, Threnody, I think you and I need to have a talk. No games, no tricks. Besides, you know I can't kill you, not yet. I'm under direct orders, and you know it. But when's the next time you're going to be able to see me? Follow the signs. We'll see them. Come alone. I think your friends need to go save someone. And the radio turns off.
If he thinks that I'm not going to go straight to Clark, he's got another thing fucking coming.
But when would you ever be able to catch him again?
But Clark.
But Clark.
The worry is that he's got remote detonator. He didn't make an ultimatum about that. But like he could.
But it's Raphael.
I'm giving the
Can you really not do what he says right now?
I'm giving the GM ideas. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Fuck.
By the way, you do recall that people under Lazarus's control, unless it's changed, are ordered not to kill you.
Yeah, no, Threnody knows she's not gonna die, but she's not entirely sure. She doesn't think that Raphael would do this unless he was absolutely sure that she wouldn't be able to kill him. Okay.
But he also doesn't expect you to have this big fuck off gun.
The BFG!
Yeah. Oh.
Hi, buddy.
And he's just like, oh crap.
I was thinking more of Devil's Advocate, but yeah, I did. The BFG's a thing. Yeah. How many rounds do you have left in that?
2.
2.
Threnody is just staring numbly at her pit boy, and you can tell she does not know what to do.
That's what I was trying to say, but you getting cut off as soon as like Raphael's voice just came up. Like she almost rather athletically flipped off of her sniper roost, landed beside Thrin, and just put her arms around her.
Oh.
Oh.
Thren eventually, she's been like sitting completely frozen for the duration and for a few minutes after, but she eventually just slowly moves her arms and hugs Claire back.
I think everyone's having a group hug, aren't they?
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Kevin comes over and wraps his wings around you.
Oh my god!
I mean, except Oswin, who's driving, probably.
How many stealth boys do we have?
Kevin.
Heather, how many stealth boys do we have?
I thought we
I believe
had...
you have 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Including Clark's, because he left it in the cart.
yeah, the Clark's is in the card. Okay. They have all been recharged on the
Yeah, it's been a couple
road.
hours.
Also, we'll give one to Claire. Does Oswald need one? Oswald needs to be with Clark. And okay, Pulse will say, would Claire be able to cover you?
No. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to risk any of you.
I mean, how far can you shoot, Claire?
Very.
He said come alone. If I don't... No, I'm not risking Claire's life like that. No. Listen, I'm not in any danger. He's not going to kill me.
Because that wouldn't be any fun.
Yeah, that's not what we're worried about.
I've already lived through the worst he can do to me.
Several things. Most of them involve small spaces.
Steal you away like you did Clark.
Well, if that happens, you let him. What matters at this point is getting Clark to safety, okay?
Mhm.
I can
Such
handle.
the mother.
I can handle this.
Okay.
He can't.
You know, though, as soon as we get Clark to safety, we're coming for you.
Get Clark to safety first. Don't do anything stupid. Don't let him hurt you.
I make no promises on that second one, but yes.
As much as you are a martyr, they will always come to save you.
Can Pulse make a tracker?
You could, but you would need time.
Can't you do it in half
me.
an hour?
No, like, well, here's the thing. He said follow the signs, and as you're driving, you just see this big red arrow pointing down an alleyway. Or a side street. Sorry, not an alleyway, a side street.
Oh boy.
That's
Is
not,
it going-
that's-
Is it going in the same direction as the road to the meatpacking plant?
You're following one of the main roads to the meatpacking plant. This is kind of off a side road. If you like come up beside the side road and look down, you can see another arrow like pointing off in another direction. It looks like it's in the same general area as the meatpacking plant, but it's not the exact same space.
So can we keep riding together for a bit longer, or?
No, you've kind of come up on the arrow. It's
Okay. Threnody looks at it just kind of numbly. I think this might be where we part company for now.
right, hang on. She's gonna just
Pulse,
reach
I've
into her
got-
bag.
Pulse, I've got my Pip-Boy. You can track me through that.
Yeah. No.
She's gonna-
Hey Heather, do we still have the Peacekeeper armor?
yes, you do.
Is it better than what Fern has right now?
I have no idea.
I think Thrin has, like, what is it, combat armor?
Thren is happy with her current armor because she is confident that Raphael is not going to kill her.
Fair enough.
Okay. Pulse gives her Stealth Boy and a grenade.
She puts them in her
Pulse
satchel.
tries to give her more stuff.
Just keep heaping things at her, like take this and this.
Just
And this
start
was it.
shoving things into her arms.
It's like the scene in Toy Story where Mrs. Potato
And
Head
your
is packing
angry
Mr.
eyes,
Potato.
just in
And your
case.
angry
Okay.
eyes.
And your angry grenades.
And your angry eyes!
Oh my
Some
god.
monkey nuts.
Pulse, taking a cue from Flotsam, just hands over a plasma grenade with Raphael's name on it.
The P is backwards.
Oh Jesus.
Anyway,
She just takes her, reaches into her bag and takes out her great and powerful Trixie cape and just puts it around Thrin.
Thren actually cries a little.
The
Oh,
great
please,
and powerful
please,
Trixie expects this back. You better
Somebody
survive.
somebody please take Clark's Deathclaw horns and give them to Thren.
Oh my god.
It's what he would want.
Yeah,
Can we
I
say
think
Kevin does
everyone-
it?
Yes!
Kevin has now been hugging your head, and when he pulls away, you have the horns on.
Okay, sure. He won't be expecting it.
Good.
Idea they come in with a cape, a child's cape with a bunch of stars on it, and
Deathclaw.
horns.
And Raphael's just like, the fuck?
And I'm like, sup, bitch?
He's gonna kill you.
I'm here for the tea party.
You know what? That actually might work.
Just strolls up. What up? I'm here for the tea party.
I might do that. Okay, so so Thren is going to, before she gets down from the cart, she's gonna hug each of them in turn. She's gonna hug Pulse close and say, "Look after Claire."
Yep.
And those faulty friends of yours. And hey, as far as I'm concerned, you're always welcome at the Chandry.
Question: do we have medics and stimpaks
Threnody
and
is going to
Hydra in the
Threnody is going
cars?
to give them. Threnady's going to give them most of her medical supplies.
Most, not all, most.
She's going to keep a couple for herself, but she's going to give most of them over.
Fair enough.
I'll work out the logistics of that in a second, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
She's going to turn to Claire next. And hug tight. If for any reason I don't manage to get this one back to you, I'm sure they can make you another one at the Chandri or the followers.
If you don't get it back to me, I'm gonna magic.
Uh-huh. Hey, and
Magic all over Raphael.
she in her bag she pulls out Teddy Jr. and Wendy Jr. and she passes them both to Claire. Keep an eye on them for me, yeah?
Yeah.
And look after Pulse.
Yep, that I can do.
And obviously Andrea isn't here, but the last person Threnody turns to hug is Oswin. And she mutters something in Oswin's ear that only Oswin can hear. And she steps down and just kind of adjusts her bandolier and her satchel and her cape and her deathclaw horns and then starts following the arrows.
I would like to point out it's not like a kid's cape. She got this off of Miss Cherry. This is a
yeah.
full-size cape.
Ah, okay. The adult costume.
Yeah, this is the adult costume.
As the cart is driving towards the meatpacking plant and you're following the red arrows, you will actually get to the destination of the red arrows before they make it to the meatpacking plant. So you're following the arrows, and they go down a side street, then an alleyway, and then onto another road, and they lead you to a police station. And the arrows lead into the police station, and it's dark, so you have to turn on your Pip-Boy. And as everything is washed with light, you can see a red arrow pointing in the direction that's leading through this building. And this is why I have to ask. Raphael is a smoker, right?
No.
Oh, he's not? I can't remember.
No.
I think you were thinking of
no,
Lazarus.
you're thinking of Rindler.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. For some reason, I thought he was a smoker, and I don't know why.
No, there was a mention of Threnody not liking the smell of tobacco, but that's not to do with Raphael, not directly.
Okay. So, yep, as you're making your way through this building, the red arrows lead you to a door.
She listens at the door.
You don't hear anything.
She pushes the door open. She has her gun out.
That's perfectly. Devil's Advocate?
Yep.
Nice. So, you open up the door to the communal talking area. It's the place in most jails where, it's the glass with telephone things on both sides. You can talk to people.
Uh-huh.
It's a visiting center.
Okay. Yes. Gotcha.
The red arrow leads you to the middle of the room where there's a single chair positioned under a light in one of the booths.
Threnody stares for a moment, then slowly starts to walk towards it.
You continue to walk, and eventually the barrier between the booths gives way, and you can see past the bulletproof glass. And there's a gentleman in the darkness sitting kind of off to the side, legs crossed. He has a few things in front of him. He's calmly waiting. He's clearly wearing some kind of lab coat.
She stares at him for a moment. Then there's a chair, you said, correct?
Yes.
She slumps down into the chair, crosses one leg over the other casually, leans back and goes, "Hey, Gumdrop, I'm here for our tea party."
He stares at you. He stares at you through the bulletproof glass, reaches over to the phone, picks it up, and just casually holds it to his ear.
You're gonna have to say it again, because...
Takes all the fun out of it. She takes the phone. "Hey, Candy
He doesn't
Cane."
say anything. You're being sweet on me.
"So, what's the point in this? Do I get free
Just
cookies out of it, or what?"
Just a little chat.
Talking is so boring, don't you think?
Sometimes. On the other times, it can be quite informative.
Information or... And Threnody pulls out her gun and tries to shoot the glass.
So do you want to unload the full cylinder, all shots,
Yes.
point blank? Roll me 5 strength checks to keep the gun from flying out of your hands.
A little bit. Okay, 5 strength checks, so that will be 5d100. It's taking a little while to load. Those are all under.
Sweet. So you're able. The first sends splinters across the glass, and they just every shot they spread more and more and more until they basically almost cover the entire thing. And from the other side, you can hear, "Oh, you missed me. I missed you too, dear."
Can she, like, try and beat down the glass with her boot? Stand up and just Spartan kick the glass?
That looked a
you
lot
stand
cooler
up.
in my head.
You stand up and he holds something up from the table in front and goes,
She pauses. What's he holding up?
It looks like some kind of trigger of some kind, like a remote detonator.
She picks up the phone. "What's that?"
Well, I'd hate for your friend to, after everything,
He's
come
alive.
to an end because of a rash decision.
She slowly sits back down.
See? Much easier.
"I like what I did with the gun?"
Looks nice.
She reaches into her bandolier pouch and tosses a couple of golden cufflinks with the letter C initialed onto them, onto the counter in front of her. "Learned a few interesting things from where I picked it up." "You started early, didn't you? Patricide at 16. No, 15?
Practice makes perfect.
I should have known it all came back down to, what, daddy issues?"
That's what Clark said!
That's
I
why.
still haven't come up with a response for it either. I should have known. She'd freak it up. And he goes, "Oh, it's much simpler than that. But that's not why I want to talk. Not today. You don't need to psychoanalyze me."
Oh, but you make it so easy.
Let's say the same about your friend.
The fuck did you do to him?
Oh, I didn't really do much. I just
Right,
stood
of
there.
course. You don't like getting your hands dirty.
I just stood there and listened as he talked and talked and talked. Told me so many things. You might find it interesting on some of what he said. And he presses the play button on a holotape in front of him. And he leans the phone in so you can listen.
You hear Clark say, "She thought she was in love with you. She feels like that prevented her from stopping you."
How does Threnody react?
She stares ahead of her. And just keeps staring. And then she finally looks up. What, you didn't know?
Oh, I already did. I just like confirmation. He told me a lot. Wouldn't shut up, really. It's like all he needed was someone to listen and not judge him for things. You know, he told me a lot about his backstory and where he comes from and all of his little emotions. It was so pathetic, I'd almost shed a
Don't
tear.
talk about him
so
like
damn
that.
funny.
I can only imagine what you did to him to make him talk.
Well,
Not to mention, he sounded pretty clearly like he was in pain.
Yep.
he told me a lot. He told me everything, actually.
So what,
We
you
had a-
brought me here to brag?
No, I brought you here to give you a gift.
I'm not a fan of what you consider to be gifts.
Oh, possibly. I'd like to change that. But your little friend told me that we have a mutual acquaintance.
We have many mutual acquaintances.
Very particular one.
Charlotte Palmer.
Out of character. What?
You'll see.
My Skype has actually frozen, so okay.
You'll see, like, but you'll see besides Bucky flailing intensely.
I'm going to quickly PM you, Hunter.
He says,
Charlotte
Yeah, go
Palmer.
ahead. Oh, no.
Danny Schwartz.
I mean,
Takir
stop
Chowdhury. Arlene Kido. Malin Koletsky. Franz Huxley. Priya Shapiro. And Marie Gomez. Any of those names ring a bell to you?
You'd have to refresh my memory.
Charlotte had fiery red hair and pale skin that burned when she went out on really sunny days. She sang show tunes under her breath when she was bored, and always cleared her plate at mealtimes even when she hated the food. She died, trying to save one of the patients. Prater cut her down as she ran at him with a baseball bat. You were there, watching. Danny kept his hair long, managed to grow it out past his elbows. We had to keep reminding him to tie it back. He brought me soup one time when I was laid up with a bad cold, and then he caught it from me. Had to order him to stay off duty until he was better. Takir had this beautiful full beard and a yellow hair clip that he kept clipped to his lab coat breast pocket. Belonged to his daughter. She died when she was 4. Any time a kid was in while their parent was being treated, he would have him in stitches with his terrible puns. Arlene kept a mole rat runt she found abandoned as a baby in the sewers on a scabbing run. Never gave him a name, worried he'd die as soon as she did. Called him her little darling. Took him for long walks on her days off. She liked to pretend to be a grouch, but she was a complete sweetheart. Nothing? Malin had a running bet with one of the patients about whether the Chandri treated more people for chem abuse or wildlife run-ins in a given day. She would try to put Charlotte off her singing, and she would tease Danny when he got his hair cut, but she also surprised them with home-cooked Thanksgiving dinner one year because she knew they had no families to spend them with. Franz was forever losing his glasses even after Takir got him a chain to keep them on. One time Malin went the whole day wearing them around her neck, and he never noticed. He was 5'0" and had a habit of accidentally hiding where sensitive conversations were happening. He was ridiculously good at dancing. Priya was one of those soft-spoken people who could snap like a pro whenever someone tried her patience too far. She had this long, thick, silky black hair that she never let anyone else touch except this old lady with dementia we had with us for a few months before her health declined and she passed. Brushing and braiding Priya's hair was the only thing that calmed her down. When Arlene was sorting through the woman's possessions, she made sure that Priya got her hairbrush. Emery always got really excited whenever they found old books or newspapers with puzzles in them. Sometimes they'd quiz other people, but often they'd hole up in their downtime with pen and paper doing Sudoku or crosswords. They were a total night owl, dead to the world in the morning, but full of pep in the evening. They weren't always great at reading social cues and interacting with the other staff, but when Arlene's mole rat died, they're the one who dug the grave. Maybe you forgot them, but I never did. None of us did.
You know, it's so emotional. I vaguely remember that day. What was it? Was it Tuesday? I think it was a Tuesday.
Did you literally just reference the "but for me it was Tuesday" trope?
It was a Friday, I had the night shift.
Could have sworn it was a Tuesday.
You're wrong about so many things.
Maybe. No, as much as you want to get emotional, I mean a very particular omnipresent friend we seem to both have.
Right. You're talking about, what was it? Keith?
You know him as Steve. It's
Well,
fine.
obviously I know who I know him as. What's he got to do with any of this?
You know, did you ever wonder why he never came to save you?
Not really, no.
Well,
I'm not one for wanting an omnipotent being interfering in my life more than is strictly necessary.
I mean, you could have stopped me.
And
All those little acquaintances of ours would still be alive. Still making Thanksgiving turkey and making children smile.
what are you getting at?
You know, no, why doesn't he do something? Why hasn't he stopped Lazarus?
Are you trying to get information out of me? I thought you already got everything you needed out of Clark.
Clark gave me more than I needed, more than I asked.
So I'm not quite sure why you're asking me questions.
Rhetorical, really.
I don't give a shit what Steve gets involved in.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So,
Him getting involved only ever makes things worse.
so you're perfectly fine with him knowing everything you're doing, every moment of the day?
Of course I'm not happy about it.
Why don't you go ahead and check under your chair?
Am I gonna find a severed hand or some shit?
No, it's a gift.
I refer to my previous statement.
Oh, please.
She's very
Going
careful.
up since that.
Two severed hands! Fucking hell.
And an ear! No. You reach under your chair, and taped to the bottom of the chair is a piece of metal that, when you bring it up over the counter, is octagon in shape and looks suspiciously like the thing that nearly killed Steve.
Okay.
Little piece of tech we came up with. Well, I came up with. See,
Oh,
I
you must
knew
be so
him.
proud. You're branching out from necromancy?
Oh, you wish you were only into half the things I do.
Makes me wonder why you even bothered with a small fry like the Chandra in the first place if you always had Lazarus watching your back.
Well, I can't exactly give away company secrets, can I?
Oh. And here I thought you were here to play nice.
Uh, well, as much as I would love to stick it to the old man, I do have a job to do. So here's a gift before I run, because I have... He, like, looks at his wrist. Oh, I'm already late. This little device, when powered, anything and everything within 100 meters is blind to what you call Steve. He can't see anything.
And?
You'd be able to live your life without his interruption, without his constantly knowing. I mean, don't you hate the idea that he knows what you do with Belisarius?
He knows what everyone does.
Well, this can stop that.
You think you can get to me just by bringing up someone I fuck? Seriously?
No. No. What I have planned for Belisarius, that's how I
You
get
leave
you.
him the fuck alone.
He smiles.
No. No, just... Look, he didn't... You already hurt
So
Clark.
emotional.
No, don't hurt Belle.
I have a whole list of people I need to get to.
I will kill you before you even lay eyes on any of them.
Oh, he stands up.
We're not done here, asshole.
No, I think we are. Accept the gift? Don't. It doesn't matter to me.
You come back here and you let me kill you.
Oh, I would, but I'm so busy.
What's the matter? You scared to face me without some bulletproof glass in the way?
No, no. I just want to see you suffer so beautifully a little bit more. And he hangs up
Her
the
nails
phone.
are scratching down the counter at this point.
He hangs up the phone, turns around, and leaves.
Fuck. Threnody would try and do more, like throw the grenade, but he has the detonator.
Yeah, so even if you killed him, someone else is gonna die too.
Yeah.
Threnody, he said the thing!
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
I'm gonna regret handing you that line. Okay.
I want to see you suffer so beautifully some more.
Thren turns tail and runs to find the others.
The rest of you have... Continue.
She takes the octagon with her.
Okay. Oh, by the way, you can tell it's clearly not on at the moment. So the rest of you have been able to get to the plant for a little while now. So let's backtrack a bit. And the three of you are able to ride up on the plant. Is there anything you would like to do?
We'll watch out for Threnody. Just every now and then, just look behind her, see if she's coming.
You don't see her for a while. Do you just want to hang out and wait for her to get back?
Pretty much.
Is that okay with everyone else? Ellen? Bucky?
Aren't you guys going ahead?
I mean, I'm not there.
Aren't you guys...
that's right. Ellen.
Wait, aren't they going ahead to get Clark?
That's what I thought they were doing.
Oh
Yeah, we're doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are, let's say you're behind like a building next to the plant, so you can see what's going on. There's definitely like people there. You can see them. There's a kind of a makeshift wall built up. and they appear a lot. There's a lot of people that appear to be on like guard, or high alert. They know people are coming. Um, Among the things around, you can see that there's a back like a loading bay off to the side. There's several canisters of like what appear to be propane or some kind of like gas. You're not sure if they're full or not. There also appears to be like an actual camp here as well. Um, uh, and they there's also a few cages with what look like might be people. Um, you do see like blood splatter places here and there. You two want to give me a perception check,
Should we wait for Endrick to come back?
Andrea? Um,
I think Andrea's not feeling well enough to come back.
Yeah, she's feeling sick again.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
that's-
guys.
um,
I was just thinking that.
oh yeah, saving clock.
Oh.
She should probably be there.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but
Do we?
We can stage the break-in, and then
I have
I mean,
a thought.
I mean, do we want to say the break in next time when Andrea's here
Hold
with
on,
us?
I want to PM. I want to PM Hunter.
Okay.
we can stage the break-in and then get to the actual rescuing next time.
If we do planning, we might want to have Andrea here.
Because we had the Raphael scene, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry that Bucky didn't get to do pretty much anything.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
He was there in spirit.
It was there in snarky commentary.
I mean, I think my Skype froze again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So, there is a possibility, Bucky, but like, I think the saving her being there to save you is kind of the thing that we're talking about.
Mm.
Not like what would happen when they meet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to wait for her to be there when we actually come get you, but
Mm-hmm.
this is the initial part where we actually get in there.
It's also been, I think,
Well, we've been
About
going
3 hours?
Yeah, we've been going 3.5
3.5
hours. So if you guys want to stop there, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a decent stopping place.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Join us next time when hopefully we get our muffin back. Take
Thank
care.
you, my players, for playing.
And thank you, Hatter, for DMing. Everyone, take care.
Thank you, Dally, for streaming.
Take care and good night.